Christophe son toiseau, et me forcer en toiseau. Non, 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 son toiseau, et me forcer en toiseau. Bah oui, mais toiseau. Breaking the egg, Baumia, Onye, Nimbienye, Mpuntonye, Eduma Perenye. 2024. Agenda 111. Enyoma bano what wazo, Puntuano what wazo, I find what that wazo, quality healthcare what wazo, free SHS, teachers alawa, Baumia betwazo. The digital man, a Christophe was one toiso, a crime of was it on toiso, no, 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 son toiso, a man of was it on toiso, 1B, 1S, Nessun alawa, Baumia betwazo. Ye lady, Ubicum. Baumia no oil, see a dear. How about charges? A better form. Taxes, baby, a better form. And you more baby, so. And you'll be Anton Obama, Baumia. And you my baby so Ghana bayede enti to Obama on one any dance so Ghana forward but when you my papa no swear NPP breaking the eight it is possible to Obama breaking the eight, Takradi interchange, Zima Harbor, to us. That's why we live by road, Amansa Wem Road, Suman Airport, only teaching hospital, Baumia, to us. A Christophe was one to us, so can move was it on to us. No, 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 son to us, I may move was it on to us. What was I find what that was quality healthcare what was when you say it is possible Baumia betwazo Swami interchange on a bypass road see no bypass road one crack inland port when you say it is possible Baumia betwazo Baumia, breaking the eight. NPP, breaking the eight. It is possible, breaking the eight. BB, Bessie, breaking the eight. Sometimes we go break, breaking the eight. Baumia, Baumia, Ghana say to us. Baumia, Baumia, Ghana say to us.
24 yeah, back to Amawana. 2024, I wanna know.
It's Body Beats the drum.
2024, yeah, back to Amawana. 2024, I wanna know. What's the one pay, mama? I feel the world lose you, mama. It's the one pay, mama. I didn't know okay, mama. I am pay, mama. I feel the you lose you, mama. It's the one pay, mama. I didn't know okay, mama. 2024, yeah, back to Amawana. 2024, I wanna know. Woman, you to Obama. Woman, you to Omano. Ubi, I see, yeah. Ubi, I see, you. Oh, no, I know. Oh, no, to Amawana. Mama.
A man of action, able and competent candidates to lead Ghana. Vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia to lead Ghana come 2020.
Bow for life. Bow for life. Bow for life. For life. For life. For life. Actually. Doctor, Ghana return wo. Doctor, Ghana return wo. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yes, yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia. Doctor, Ghana return wo. Doctor, Ghana return wo. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Yes, yenya yanka ya do besia konkon. Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia.
The promise keeper, a man of action, able and competent candidates to lead Ghana. Vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia to lead Ghana.
Other Busia and I no person will cover Casapa and LAT with the front bench, Jumedi. So now I'm say, Edu say, dear, and I'm a beer, my animal fan chummy. And then you'll be an islet, and your machine be a me and my elite now. In fact, I'm matching. Miss me, I will become my old man, may call jogging. I'm here, me, a was and you're driver and a farmer party, I can be in the fan chummy. But more money than that. Say, Edu me nani ya wada biya dia na the fund bedjuma dia so ne the brawa na the fire movement na bibia aircross ka hu say hey Dr. Amagashi na so masen mabdu juma dia e de makacho yare bia koka so Liberia camp prison junction na the Dr. Amagashi enjotwe ko na bibia anye den enkoye emfa maw and no pay yes to me live over Facebook LATV GH na ko YouTube so LATV Ghana midin me just so be anim that free that e be sin na fitete be sin na ba ko pe me sesa ya dia metia na metie me obi kan obotantim mitim dia mitim edina general masha na bibia akoye e dia ma kama in a fantastic way and ya be din komo na o say ka me ma kwan na o kire wadwen so don't worry ya wada me ma kwan I'm watching Adrian. You didn't come on, baby. Aka so far so good. In fact, say in a second. In the second, in the Naka almost about 36 days. Na ya kwa toaba. Na and then I will share so the toaba. And then I will share so now the toaba. Bottom. And I abandon juma wa ye. O man e kwa say in fact, na come na minum bedin komo concerning a press release be about concerning your power supply homes and semni ande. Ebi say edum so. Ebi say edum see. Ebi say shortage of gas inflow ko tema na eba ne sa. On potem mo edum light na edum ni say edum no 5 hours and edum no ebi mo say omo dey no 5 minutes. Near doom na samba ebi say ne dey 1 hour ebi so say 12 hours and eba say na sikọ ampasa doom so na eba na and the question I'm asking is if it is so then aka few months and a few days to election na doom so unity amanfo bi na propaganda dey ati aban na say be ya aban be lusu and asana etie nyo ebre kwaso but don't worry yawada maybe a phone line am no wakasa bebre yawada maybe a phone line am be 2 hours watch wadwen aka oboso asem na e say dem ni mu na ya adwuma no so ade ase eti no kwakoma eto yam na ya wada ena de mitumi bie mfa ma aha na bibia akoye abusia me twa me ho sima aba agwafa aboafo nkrato menya ba pepa empenifa ba betena ase yebedi nkumo na ehu de ekoso bibia akoye na mo ka hu se ya wada de e fire moment o jamre ni nie na so atoja na bibia akoye amame no mi twa mo aba ekwa ye ne mpenifo ebedi nkumo na yetie yomo enema
Hwediam ponyankopon a obo soro ne asase no ana obo nsuo ono ana obo nnua ene habama na ode tumi dia manipa mase emfanya adwuma na ode tumi nso ade ase abodie mu nanso wonimu a eso entumi mma wonfaso eno nti ena Chief Gubli Herbal and Spiritual Center aba atnase ukohu Chief Gubli a ode haban enubuna ene niema etete saa ebe saw yade otumi ni yade ekasa haban ne kasa wa kire de ne onye efemfa wo ho huhum hawo en da so anasa hunamani de obi jiwade ya ade no so ya wode ya ukohu Chief Gubli a obeboa wo ema wonsa atunyaka
Chief Gubli ni esunsumu djuma ye na ye penyimfo sunsumu djuma haban ne niama na medisa yare ye media itumi amaye nyami oye nipa bia ode tumi dia che dua eni nwura esunsumu na ehawo usun dai bone edai bone na usun usika sam nkoyi niema pi ho enkoyi ma wo ware asam enkoyi we oba na bema contact Chief Gubli media haban bebre eye djuma nti sere Chief Gubli pi abonte no me pese mu team kasa uhweme a hweme wo kasoa udina ka upese wo hu mi ankasa personal wo frame numbers we na egu ano obehu no sa numbers na 0244 220848 ana metigo number na 0271 447050 ye ka sunsumu djuma ye na ye penyimfo wo sunsumu ye na enim de konsumu de nama anajo ye woni ankasa ehun de ekọ obi won ma wato asasi wontiminsi obi won wonante kura onim baabi anana adwen wo mededua ne haban esayale was spiritual twere yare spiritual marriage yare ne doso ese wo na obeka wo ho asam obi won ma ebia wodi dwa na nema no nkoso minim haban bi nema bia na mbetima de afra haban we ne haban we anadua ne dua wi na makabo ma de ayesa mina ama wo for Chief Gubli number na frɛ Chief Gubli na wono Chief Gubli ya den enhia wo hawo no be den ebetwa wo yare no ebejai wo peba ana den na wo pɛ won ana wo pɛ awale Chief Gubli ho na wo betima aba na Chief Gubli ye ade bia ma wo na wankasa wo say yes what share spiritualist man no betima boa wo hawo ye den na ye wo hawo fa wo hawo be dan Chief Gubli nyame dawurma mbe yi wa afirisa hawo no ansa na wo betu ana mo ba Chief Gubli ho no nyame kupon wa ya wi ansa na wo ba bedroom bom wo no
ubehu Chief Gubli Herbal and Spiritual Center ewa Kaswa Tuba Junction freno awo 0244 220 848 and 0271 447 050 Chief Gubli Herbal and Spiritual Center eho na wo hawo ni nyina atuo betwa
Sasu ma kwa ba e de ba LTV so me ko twa me ho aba bedu hia na ka hu se maka kyerɛ se me ka kyerɛ se yare bi a onam bia no na obomoden no wakɔ amagashi enche amagashi e wo e de ma ha bia wo fa mu bia na bibia akoye e ba kyerɛ no ye wo mesrema na bibia akoye kama me kan for Dr. Magashi e de ma oba opayafun awoba oba wawade samaya bisibasa wo spiritual marriage o ha bi ni ade na ekoso e de mawa onyo na bisibasa oto wa yenton obia ya adwuma onya sika onko ade o ya adwuma sika no entra wonsem na sika na ahye wa bisasa ade obia befa beton no onko akofa na beton na ayeka e de amawo Dr. Samuel Magashi ehonum na me kase ehon haban kwa no de adwuma ko na onfa haban entra fin ka say yan fan sene okwa oka won sema no hu ebi wo honum na say haban na kase no so tetema na odi dware na nyoma ekoyi ana say ofra no no de ma na so odi adanse one of diabetes stroke any ade no mu na etimi akọ ne nchen ama bibia ede akoyi kama ede ede ama wo nti bomade na ko Dr. Magashi wo na Dr. Magashi emon komo na minim se bibia bekoye wo kuma ase a kwa ne nchen wo eye tachiban so a obenya no takra do benya bi no Accra ne headquarters Liberia Camp Kaswa eye prison junction honum na Dr. Magashi bomode na ne Dr. Magashi enhia na mundi enkomo bibia bekoye kama ora bushia mawie sade na mpanifo na atnase ma me kompanifo enchana me mo makwaba na ye nhwe sade adwuma na ebesi akọ ede ama enne anopai pani bako Mr. Samuel Ahaji yao financial analyst communication team member NDC Kpon Katamanso constituency wababetinase owase afen so Mr. Isaac Randolph Sechiedu constituency communication officer MPP Kruwo Nungwa omuna so national communication team members at the Momo party and penifo mienu ana abeka mensa ene yebe dwendwen ne yakase hu de we o ma ne esiko but for mama kwaba ya joso ya wakọ de nyame ado I ma mention same fu on mo so far so good campaign was saying when we say was it this week here say if my memory serves me right and vice president launch another app and then is it the taxi drivers for one day go ride for send you be almost so omenya access because almost say yango ni ade ajoma djuma am say munya no say there are other opportunities for almost to me I launch in the camera there are a whole lot of new so far so good akaba 36 days in Yatoba o share campaign vice president and a flag bearer and then the running mate and number more yani ade mo party ni mo mpedinfo ni ade ekoso saying engineer also to saying
your general we there edikan no ya bedo obo ade na se say na dominant we bie ye na ye kan ti asefo ye da so ti ase me shia me bra peni chairman Haji na ma be hu so but general honestly anope won efepa
me da se
won efepa
say ono
ami green
ono fine boy range o market okuru
me also jaw ya na ma fe say those times na me mu no
honestly top na efe
me da se
oh is a nice
it's say na me kan ye da nyankopon ase say we bie yen na me chia me penny for me constituency chairman Atajima me PC Emmanuel Odailaye engineer na mechia ya papa ba omiaso na general answer na mekoso no but said your party ni mote no me wo me madofo mienu bia enura ba ku di ni birthday na so ba ku di ni birthday we dia mesre na se kwan wo ho
akwan
na mia menua ba na me yere ye friend Lydia
unua ba na wo yere
me nua ba no san ye me yere
wow
ye friend Sichi ye friend Lydia Grace Sichi na ote 10th Avenue Greater Estate ote Shinungwa Estate
okay
she's a very very wonderful woman and a glorious woman as such say one ne bon komo na one ne kasa nia efi ne mu eba no otumu say you are not just talking to anybody keke menuaba enura na wodi wa woda mesrɛ nyame ɛhyira ɛma wo na mesrɛ sɛ biribi a wode nsa bɛka bi a ɛnyɛ yie
amen
na nyame nkɔ so ɛma wo yɛ inspiration to all of us
ɛna sɛ we de kukurudu
meyɛ sure sɛ ɔhwɛ yɛn nti meyɛ sure sɛ woka kokurudu ɔbɛgye so ɛhyi na maka kyerɛ sɛ ne t-shirt wɔ nti medeɛ no bɛbrɛ afei so no ɛnɛ my colleague a ɔwɔ Legya Kuku Teshin communications officer Honorable Paul Isuman
Paul Isuman mini pa waba so many times
mini Paul me wish you happy birthday
all right
me say nyame emfa ne nsa kan na o ma wo nhire bi nso enka ye nyina na afei me nkɔ ye issue ne so na say party ni mu de obisa ya party ni mu da boko say ye ni pay de ye woni ama ye worshipful enye ni nyina na wonsa beka because ye nipa but nyame adom baby aboko wokɔ ye campaign ni mu na wokɔ ye constituency wa me nua me ka che say agi baby a and when this time it says na no me kan ye no the campaign na shifted from sa we major we ni niama no to house obi edi akire anopa ne enumre ye kɔ ye ne ye mpeni for region for the reps amayen ye ne omo ye meetings na chance de omo reps amayen a omo de we omo evaluate adwuma ye na omo de kɔ oba nungua campaign no edadin na odu nungua bus stop na wotie mu our engineer akolo hye ye mu kura beje so our
tama ka jo me hia engineer wa ha
obeba
obeba
o je no obeba obeba me nsu
aka 35 days as 36 days mama hia na nsa ne ya to aba
je no obeba pa
ono election so bi nche omba
je no udu nungua wo na wotie mu our engineer me say opinfo akolo wo hye
o mama yem
beje so our development Otiaso our development no agiso.
Oh yeah, so far the nungwa there what I've seen.
No so township ho no manja no. Ya asphalt kwan no. Okoko beach road from generation ekọ bebi ana me wo. Ya asphalt kwan no. One bridge na be say wo ye assembly ho no na link to we barrier ho no. Engineer ko gina so ya ye Odamite road. Ye kwan na da wan so fast here from Blekese.
Say na no ye kan wasem.
Ye kan wasem. Alima road. Odu nungwa so a baby air bright street lights ye de air kohonum niama ode ma widows ene niama niama engineer ne ye no one the first person where political we mu krowa enye say me ba me say but oye ansana and I think say nyame be ya adom ama yato insupa na me kasa to insupa go so oba ye national so a em say there we need tia 5-way campaign ayeye no obia ni nam baby ya papa nanado enam baby ono ne entourage
turn on the thank you turn oye but in that relation sanso ye can
se me ba besrawo na se me ka se o ma feel number besrawa besrawa we ye aduane ma me but me twin ka se me ba me medidi so what you say nti no nti thank you no or dey kire mo say me da mo ase no na me kire mo say edwuma pa ya ye in these difficult times so this is the person obey to me at once nti ono ye vice president ono ne ye franka tufo oye ne de ne yire nso enam ebi ye ne de ye vice presidential candidate so ye ne yire ene ye party chairman so national party chairman so ye bi ewo bebi ti wo hwe party ni mu ne we ne de agi bebi a na se so voter region ni oti ye ko eno hu pictures no hu ahemfo na nka so mo testimony enti no general nyama ekoso ye maye kakra me kan
say wa onim say election year bia de offend that na ya de yet ya enti no
but election year
last 4 years 2020 voter region the same thing you know almost years
enti no
it is omo ba se ni pande ko
me friend
o da be enu ko de enye problem
me friend
da be chese da be chese o friend na so ya no dia mama na waka obi a o say ono on ba si obi enko sia ne presidential way Yesu Kristo o say wo a wo ye bi da ne to bo nti me sa ne man me fan be wo say NDC nya dom na makoka say o mo ba se nkrofo de ba no me ke
we mo to ba so
okay
party ni boko
bi ekoye and the pictures are there for you to see. It is easy say obeka say o de bi nkrofo ko sampa wo ko nkrofo be nya nkrofo de wechi
no all video bi a trend here MP4 El Voter Roger Ezekitana very funny MP4 them some koy adoye ya bo be bia we ne kasema for mekasa oji mic no say eyezu o say what was that
me hu but we general
well what Vodafone na da mo
general
Vodafone
we
I just say NDC ya chajereje wo se keje ti awon be so eji
general sa anofun we no enye first time e be sini o be kai say ya Atamels moko ye Atamels anniversary
that's it
osofo na mo the NDC dia na moko ye mo de buy
o se eji ara
o kan pipi owie na obi ase asa na odane na nti as for no dia but general me de manusi no niama happen wo Oti region voter region say NDC for say the normal thing na it will appear in results.
I got it from 7 December.
It will appear in results.
About reflect and
remember one way. What's the nanka NDC for fa? Nanka NDC for pray omo voter pray for man be Tamakulu. Tama omo presidential candidate anyway anyway. Me share the Facebook way be. And
no pre constituency.
Dabi from vice
okay.
So me share ne Facebook way be or say they can either embrace the reality and work on as NDC for, and now say they will continue to think say Nyama yes said yet now. Or say when you go to NDC meetings, our voter region in Nyama, modoso, but majority of our money and penny for. Or say when you go to MPP meetings, omuswa, but majority of our musa na youth.
Okay.
What is the implication?
So means that your party don't get a better future for the youth, eh?
Well, share the Chemaji national with you.
That's something.
Yamona youth, ube fani youth wa yenye hono.
Oh,
ye ni better way for you. What he is telling you, what he is telling you is that mo party no empenifondo mo hodada. You are losing the youth. And you are losing the future. But mo de bibia ye bokwa ye jama mo.
All right.
General, your party no be boko. Campaign ni ko ye and it is more than we expected. But when we are known for the info analytica, e ho no mo info say we Ashanti we Omenya 46. Omenya 46. You know, I don't know more than
that. Yo, Obani. Na mo party ni mo to say campaign because Mahama and Nkrofo.
Me say,
oh, Katama so
yes.
Because you saying was it last week? Let me say Mahama ba on.
Last week.
Last week. If you on about
last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Some say is it the following 2 days on about station?
Yes, please. I think the next 2 days on about station.
Party ni mo because NDC.
Oh, party saying. One say is here no. Every before the one you.
I told you.
Nana, I can give you 100% assurance. Our campaign is on cost. As our 2024 manifesto, which I believe will give us the nod to rule this country come 7 December. Your campaign at the Kwemu. Amount for a to yen semono, a kankuma, amount for GA2. Sebi we share say the ya enwanu before year moko ba bia na ya pebas se sankrofo ya sankrofo kodu kurumu a ne bora market fa beji 50 Ghana be na be ma o me wate na eji scanner afem o ye no so wi nso a message mo kita yina ye o ye sisi fia ne bi eno kwa ni message a before
but I say campaign say the bonyum
yo what my team Mamifa akonya we Mamifa akonya we nchia ya mampeni John the Mani Mahama wasabedi oma we subio nyame adoma
ya say your former president
or president Mahama
but your former
but that's media once a president always a president. I don't think there is anything
no right now say
it will be
no but
Ghana
national international
former president.
Thank you. That is it.
John Dramani Mahama, who will become
that is it.
The next president who has already won the election in advance.
All right.
To become the next president of Ghana come December.
I was saying why
not? I don't want anyone to take us on. So I agree with you. I've trust my statement, don't worry. And me chair the kind of command and the toss me small a comma. Phone now, Moshe and Pawi. It is the toss me so koma LTV penefo nyina se mama yakonya se mbetena hanom na ye mbobo de ma yakoso Ghana ho na ye fa adwia kakra yeso ye wo no eni Ghana fo nye den enche enti de mo ase na de toso de twatso no so koma efeni se me pesa se fo nyina wo kpo kataman so constituency especially me member of parliament
o katama so ho hurupa ho hurupa na
Joti yeah me menchia ekoma no eni me council executive na me da say enti no make say campaign dey we on course
all right
and the edwe nyina no so say assassin so agi ama ye
okay
Ghana for nyina say no ma bre mu hia jo mahama
Ghana for na
opia se wa bre
Seven men cast my
before so you know so bro.
Sir, but me men cast my bre.
Ayo,
send the
share button. E be do am.
All right.
Wa be kan ko ballot box no.
Okay, abusia eti impenefo achia wie dia. Eya na wa onim se ade bi wa me ye ntem na me free so na me bi akoyi. Mr. Haji.
Yes sir.
Adwuma impenefo se me fa mawo na sane ye frewa utubutuka hu no waba ye ma osidi ye ma otaku wa fu no afu no waba ni ade no won so jiade naija what we can na ne tv a odi gum na wo twa se LATV me call ye it's from the management and the CEO say me can just say they appreciate you coming over here so but me abie so na obebie na o de akere
na misa atosumi ni mesada mo ase bebre pa se motimi ejuma ye wa somoni na mode adewe eche de betimi akara se nyame hyan bebre na nyame tonsu pa engu LTV so
amen
na enyimfi adomu nko adomu enye kese na dachi bi akase yen ejuma pa ye wa hanom no na ma LTV abeye kra behwe
sa
de nyame asese mama yesa ko nyame hyan bebre
obi o bebe bia I'm just straw on straw no kama
hefo nyina yeda mo ase bebre munda LTV for semester na me nshiro no to supengo mo
amen
adret ni bra bebre amen acho wa wodi dwa bia wo ton ade adverta ha ho no man on screen so far Sir, LTV. Your good package at the mouth.
Sir,
that's it.
Hey, Mr. Haji, I advert in every. Then Charles here find a job. Oh, money. All the busia. Ya come mrena adu na yebedi komo o my hu nsensem any ade. Mama cha say free wo. Am say 2016 and then flag bearer running mate and no vice president. A set of questions at the the vice president then and Rade and funny clear NCA. Yeah, former vice president Emisata. 170 questions.
73.
173. Okay. Say omra no me answer. The campaign. Say questions in the cool no. Say then you and rather to answer friend. Messi ne questions ye answer ye. E woman afia ba say there be yen debate. And in this former said there be debate in the enya dia mo be makwan say former president uncle. No so okay. Uncle they are. Any 50 questions or answer mame. Ye kwada sorry Akabian Shima. Former president John Mahama said, one more 50 questions, me need problem. But answer my answer of 50 questions, maybe say 5 for pay. Now our president is my money 2. Let's acquire 7. So to me answer 5 questions, yeah. After bra. Now we debate and now 50 questions here answer. I don't know say na campaign acquire exams I say end this near me more true. We set a question my way. Now we are jumping question no. Not so I set a question. What is the banter between that question and answers? 50 questions, 5 questions in a day. Baby, I do no.
Yo, hefo yada wasi bebre. Me pacho se sa questions some way no. Se mu nyina me kaya ye papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ena di sa no ma wo nyina ya den e ba ye. Se obisa John Mahama sabi ye papa misata nyame fa ne crancy oni hobium na 2016 no ye vice president of the Magana Emma papa mampani dada John Mahama na mo be kaya o man 173 questions sa mre no na dollar 3 cedis 80 pesos before 2016 ukra 380 pesos and $1 1 cedi good sa time no na inflation rate 11%. Some reno na unemployment rate 13%. Some reno na fuel you to 4 liters, 4.5 liter for 14 cedis.
Which is the 1 gallon?
Which is 1 gallon. Now 1 liter of fuel no na less than 4 cedis. The ne you to 15 cedis. I mean na you to be see ya.
Mobile
ye buy me to be see ya.
O sheda na otoy.
Me sheda par no. Na me jana me kan wanka se me otrofo. Sebi na Ghana fo eton a ye to. Ghana fo ye dwuma etuom ka. Na Ghana fo ho to mo. E na wo di sa asem we den. E be just simple so na wo obampene akofo ka che yen se wuna undim ade pa ye ka akontebu a wuna unim nyansa nyina wo party ni mu nyina se obia na ye de wo ba se wo be siesie no ma we nyina ma na ba foma sen kina NDC fo ere eye no e ma Ghana fo nyina so gitumu ma wo se yate e de Ghana be hye mo nsa Satan na bosi a Ghana fo ya bo nyina asa 2016 no na 120 billion Ghana cedis fi Kwame Nkrumah mmeso saa besi John Mahama 2016 na 120 billion Ghana cedis o si ya bobosi dodo e ma Osla Usu a oye honorable Osla Usu oye communication minister ka say and is for the enemy ya bosi abo ya bon yenim hwe yesi yo yate ana Ghana for that o man share mo nsa me fa na baako say me sha asebium na ene dollar baako 17 cedis eno kra ko bank me pepe aton na nse me ko ton na black market e remember 17 cedis 20% of committee 1 dema odi 4 cedis e dey about 17 cedis in 2017 cedis me ko bio ene unemployment no afura from 13% e jama wo no almost about 38% ene me boa statistical service mo mon check me dey accountable for na
unemployment 38%.
Almost 38%. Mo check it. Ene inflation e jama mo 11% na mo se enye no. Ene inflation mo koya mo hiti wa 50%. I was kan say me boa statistical service or ti kroma won onim. Mo koya ko do 58%. That be 6-7-8 months ago. First quarter of 2024 when I say airdrop is we are hovering around you around 30 inflation around 30 something percent you see. The last report from the statistical service. Inti investment bank can say they make an emboa. No. Me come and say you chocho. Oh say me betete me bomb same nka bi.
Davio.
Oh say service na
blackmailing. Oh come as me boa.
Say for woman akonya atron kwa no betwa. Omo sunyo mo ban nyina no. Woman akonya anokra bi ani o meka. Ade ne nye kwa mo se ye. Na fe de atwa me suru kra ne se ekomo di Ghana for mo se free SHS. Ghana for tipa mo se free SHS.
Na free SHS emo o man.
Oh.
Sabo o man no.
Bra.
And there were a lot of graduates.
Questions no na me na.
Okay, Martin.
They come mama 5 questions no na me. Na sebi mo bobosia mo be $220 billion.
There be cities.
Ghana cedis. Thank you. Mo bobosia ene 761 billion Ghana cedis.
Then I'm checking 742.
Sorry, 761. That's the current one.
About me checking 2 weeks ago. It was 742.
Good. ya bi some say mo diskane ye den so mo ntimi nka nkyere enti say wo say
eni na mo be say mo da kire mo say omo de bia ye free SHS omo de bi aye motorways ni area akwan year of road 2 years nkwa na allocated for year of road omo kire planning for food and job friend is saying one district one factory one village one dam ni na so mo nyare
me wo mid-year budget report e wa ha say as at now third quarter which is October as at June second quarter of 2024 no free SHS sika gaban say now of 9.9 billion so far Ghana cedis and this car buying say so far your budget
of free education
from 2017 till now
okay
so what's sending 9.9 billion now
they even say 10 billion
10 billion 10 billion 342 billion scanner can we
anya na mabobo bi a kire
where me look at 10 billion and do 10% of 700 billion mpo utwa utiti 10% ne musa dumpo na utamba akopua 10 billion no kra no enkum it is sense yenti 10 billion fees 741 billion mpo ayi na aka
abeka 731
sikana kana we
anya bi na ma kire we same
bra yabotre ufa kuruma adwuma mu ye bia kan sensen mu e bo bako me nkyere mo kire
oh e kwanda ho
ufi hanom ya oso ewe na osi mu se wo ko tema no ngwa kwa we mu nwie bon fi fenisen uye no to nche a tema moto we omo hyasie endu busumi enan mpoye hwe nhyira nkoso ho ufi tema moto we na okwa flawo ado wo nya kwan no akansense mo bia ni subio ufi ashama runabout echo Shy Hills kwan di Michelle Camp koi akanse me hwe nkoso uko fenisen achimota nsawam kwan ya mo yi sele dwuma wo se ekoso yi enkoso sabe se nyina esikasema ne boa sese uko hwe akraka soa widi ba road amu yi ya uhwe ahwenhye na nkoso ho no mo
o fa ho acha na
bra me fa kwan so papa me hwe me ni anya to na me hwe sebi bo se we maboi e wo 8 years no
ba se me ba o
nanka buy na mo ti o
enka 741 billion
they claim say enye ECOWAS project bi
oh when did they say that
one of their ministers also one of their MPs also
I think say be na
okay fine
mistakenly
fine Kaswa project
GOG
Ghana no kan no se Ghana
no kan GOG
there be
because
GOG one of my MPs, Collins.
I say ECOWAS project.
ECOWAS.
Fine.
I say a partnership, but then a partnership.
So government of Ghana has a so
obviously, but majority shares.
So what is from government
funding? No.
It cannot. GOG.
So a fully
GOG.
That is what I know.
Wow.
Because they're not from parliament.
So if I'm adding to those talker, if you understand me.
One I can say men fan count.
You were challenging me, sir.
No,
you were challenging me.
But what we know, report from Parliament.
You were challenging me.
A partnership which ECOWAS has 70% of
funding.
Funding. Yes.
And Ghana has 30% funding.
Thursday. Don't worry. Thursday, parliamentary hazard.
Very good.
Parliamentary hazard. I think we can just.
No, but parliamentary hazard.
All right.
Yeah, so Thursday, because what I know was my year would debate. Serious farmer. Now it came say, ECOWAS, any abine, any akabum.
So and you say, no, me kasano. Mo flag bearer Alaji Dr. Mamu Baomia ono ni yere say economic whiskey che onim economy sama ye hu bi da Ghana hase me no kasa no Ghana cedi the worst performing currency in African.
It is not
as I'm talking to you
now.
It
is not true. Na general catch said okay nya no kure.
O tro true
Oba
so.
se me na meka.
Tro so we are o work.
Offer.
Da nyama ni bi wa say o ma me answer be banta. Nyama ni bi wa
Na me o dey tro, o dey tro.
I'll let you read this for me.
The we o ma generate wa 20 million. O $20 million NDC adabraka e your office.
Epacho make it a parliamentary make it a 2024 budget highlight for the budget review by their own finance minister 2024. And no 3 months employee. Now be so on me no read don't tell me the decision the CD no share 20 September 2024 September when kwano CD depreciated from depreciation no kwaya September kwano no CD to pounds 29 points CD to pounds 24.1% depreciation no in dollar to CD depreciation at 22.9%. CD to euro depreciation appreciation yeah 22.4 and euro na e cost kakra. Now me o sector by sector GDP calculation bi was here person me ni ahwefo nyina ehwe 2027 agricultural contribution to economic growth no 6.2%. Sauti and industrial contribution 15.6%. And service contribution 3.4%. Offer, I'm talking to you, no. Sir, growth way was based on the Jumapa in this year 2016.
And this year 2016.
And then munya sa growth in 2017 as one of the best performing growths. Now, you're about 2028, no, it's about 4.9%.
Momo Jumapa, Momo Jaya, IMF, you call for policy credibility. Momo Jumapa,
would you allow me to talk?
Okay, my lady.
Would you allow me to talk?
My lady.
Forget to say 2027 budget statement, 2026 budget statement. Any implement 2027, do you know that? Would you main country?
And I'm saying also Moncasa. And also question. Okasa is here.
The budget implemented in 2027, when the 2017 mobile power no, was the budget statement of NDC in 2016. So any growth or any positive outcome of the economy in 2017 was as a result of answer a human pa NDC year 2 honomono. And the mobile power na munya sa results no. Se musi muye good muye papa adena 2028 no, the growth of the economy fell from 6.2% in 2017 to 4.9% in 2018. Going further, 2019 no, exactly from 4.9 for Greek in Kwano from 4.9 to 4.7. 2020 about slow because now COVID time na bem inya scarcraft World Bank intino IMF intino and no muje bibi kakra na eba 7.3 and 2028 no 2021 no so no eba 8.5 agri sector no and 2022 no exactly from to 4.2 2022 half year year one no exactly by 4.3.
I say oh yeah Greek questions.
Agric, I'm looking at agric.
We are different topic.
But I'm just explaining
your 50 questions.
What is going into the questions your mama is asking my brother.
No, sir.
Okay. If you say so, I agree. Okay, you would have. But let's come to the issue of what I'm talking about. Say the question the former President Obi someone and say was the 5 questions. The money you borrowed, 741 billion Ghana cedis. Where is the money? Second question is exchange rates no. Mobile 4.0 is to $1. Within 7.5 years, no, a quadruple to all the way to 17 cedis per $1. Question number 2. You came to meet inflation rates of 11%. I'm talking to you now, no. Inflation is above 30% now. So I'm talking to you now. As at the last statistical service report. Question number 4, no. The last question I think the former president asked was unemployment issue. The unemployment issue was 13% based on statistical service as at 2016. No. Talking to you now, no. Unemployment is over 30% now. Which they have been trying to massage figures to paint a good picture about themselves. My question is that, you know, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who has now turned his profession from economics to IT manager now, that any question you ask about economy, he doesn't want to even come close to it. By now, I was expecting him to go round.
But you know,
answering the 173 questions he asked His Excellency Mr. Atta, 2016. No. Alaji, how do you call it? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bissani said he should come out and answer the 173 questions. No.
But so if he cannot answer, why won't you put first answer before you set questions for him?
If he cannot answer, he should just answer the 5 questions. And you cannot answer the 5 questions. Now you go around trying to let us look and see if you don't know, calling for debate. The debate you are calling.
No, but although calling that or the 50 questions in it by answer now, President Mahama, former. And so every question.
That is a wrong analysis.
No, we ask the 5 questions first.
Answer them. And responding with 50 questions.
The question is about our president, our flag bearer's question. He was saying, the 173 questions now. Sebi Alaji Mahmoud Bawumia, Ebisa Emisata, 2016. Now 7 say, Sesiano, Amisata ni hobium. Wona wabeji stia na uti kunwenmo. Anya bia ohwe de koso Ghana sesia na. Ye bisa wangasangasan say 170 for edoso. Wo de ye ma 5 pe. Na yi Ghana fo ano na adentia abana ye ba beto no ye beto abano based on the economy.
And when I said this question.
What I say, it ono His Excellency ono John Dramani Mahama no. E bisa 5 questions pe amabobo wa say no. Bisa His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia say on answer 5 questions now amabobo sisia no. Number 1, yes. Including we as well with the NDC also Ghanaian, including some MP people like you yourself. The 5 questions they say also ye can be some say want to be some until we through and ye be say 5 questions they say 1 on share the entire if the fundamentals are weak the city will expose you no and then you can say here no the city is so weak that it can do nothing compared to 2016 where it was. And he only changed the reason why, because he was the same person who also told us that he has arrested the CD, put it in the cell, and given the key to the IGP.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a year matter. Now, why should I even care about your year? But it was a fact.
All right. Now
I agree. Good. It's the same person who gave his economic policy. Can say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Now, may I ask, say,
we still stand by.
Alaji Mahmoud Bawumia, has the exchange rate exposed you now or not?
Okay, say exchange rate.
So these 5 questions is what I'm expecting.
Okay.
His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia, who is such an opposition, he's in government. Let him come out and answer Ghanaians, and based on his answers, Ghanaians will decide whether to vote for him or not. If you didn't vote, he can't come out. Let him keep quiet and go to his position quietly. For us to take over the country and run it well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Isaac. Now, what to say? Now the thing is, I don't know why Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia is calling for debate, because in 2016, a friend is saying, if my memory serves me right, after is it 2016 or 2020? NDC calling for debate.
And there be another 2020 because 2016.
Yeah, 2020. NDC calling for debate.
Na
it was 2020. Yes. 2020. I think no, that was 2012. Maybe.
That was 2012.
2012. And Omukwale Ayarekov. That was 2012. But in 2016, no.
Yes.
NDC for a debate.
A debate, yeah.
That time, no. Namam penny out tisui no
osonye
o si onko Emma Bawumia ebe responded say bachemeba obe responded say Mahama pe debater ono ye president dum so oni Ghana from Mekasa no che die ntia dum so aboso ka fo oni omko debate
na from Mekasa bi on off
yes o keka we na say oni omuni kan koyi enko solve na so no me we are answer no abefre Akufo-Addo say for debate. So during that time, now Mahama was in power, but you called for debate, Mahama called for debate, and then the MPP never responded. And I said the same thing. And now you are in power, you are calling for debate, and also Omujani. I say, about touching and when the bar. So for us in 2016, who call it said no. Ono said there be why should it be the banter of okay questions. But before so obe answer me no. Menya reports here I think say $195 million. Kaswa Winneba Road no. And then Bawumia na nenu masem also it is funded by government. On one chairman yes, it was say it is $195 million and only 8 lanes any ade ntino enye ECOWAS bia ntino when MP no and claim it down. So I think
General, honestly, this is the second time you can be I think the first one here about 2 weeks ago, me ba had so Thursday, I said something. Immediately I check here and I was in the wrong. And I said I apologize and I move on. And why I think say it's a better thing.
Oh yes,
and it is something I said we develop. Yes. Yen nan you become baby. I don't chess or no you're wrong and so and the minimum so nim. But for propaganda purposes, would nim say tell us about so can if
but so me man kasa ECOWAS project too because a GOG project.
Oh no, no say and I'm saying when one
it's desktop and I'm so interpret
stock and
ECOWAS project
then you because say and you no more defend him say no GOG I'm say there be ECOWAS and then silent crowd count and say now so because I rather said say
GOG
yeah but reporting we shouldn't listen to what the MP for that Awutu Senya Awutu Breku constituency Awutu Senya West or East no West they all kind of but rather
is it a Kaswa MP?
No, Kaswa MP how I come sing.
What's the name of that constituency?
I know yeah Awutu Senya East. Eti Agotwi yeah Awutu Senya West.
Okay.
No can say ECOWAS but about me about one thing I just release and I'm kind rich. I think say per what the Hazard is saying because me kind na parliamentary and say
but general we don't have to any problem there.
Oh no me change mu no
obi anywhere deliberate but say just say be our person massage but I think say we want we me bra FR 20 and just make that means me can say me FR 20 just make general
yes sir
enti said the situation wo intro no actually say
One question
one mommy dada
okay
say edumre bia NPP for person be debate NDC person omoko edumre be so a NDC person omoko NPP person be ko nti yen fa ne sa ne fa ne say then sa debate hu yen nti yen fa ne sa say sometimes this person wants to go the other don't want another thing nti yen fa ne say then mienu ni nyina no obia what time o person okọ anytime o person okọ yen keep no ho yembra questions so me person no be gi time baby
no problem
yembra questions so di akofa we abane say ye papa Mahama ebisa Bawumia 5 questions say Bawumia answer Bawumia in atama ye papa Mahama ebisa question no when situating the question no from ye papa emisa atade no nyame fa ne crancy he only mentioned emisa atade no at the time Bawumia responded here with 50 questions and after say Bawumia responded with 50 questions no and oka say Onwe bisa Bawumia 5 questions peno. Bawumia responded with 50 questions. At time Bawumia bisa misata 170 something questions no.
173.
O de 173. Nana yen fenfio. Obi e wo law mu say e so bi bisa question I answer. Thank you. Enu ti time ya papa Bawumia e bisa misata questions no. E misata answer ye.
Everyone answer.
NDC for ebe yes statement won say ye be answer questions am me sata so it ended there
but one answer so say anytime be so na MB for Modeka say odwane free questions no on so many countless time you are punching and even though the vice president Bawumia was even punching why you running if you like let's meet one on one near there
no chiri nyina na enye law
nobody in politics, you know, say it is part of your game.
Yes, it's in America say, despite so punching 100 times so you know any law into maybe ancheno anameboa.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah, Papa, my man so answer 5. We be 5 questions. Baumia, I responded with 50 questions. Ebufo fi na eba.
I say ebufo bi ani.
But say ote yeah papa my response.
I
say the election is about the economy stupid. I'm repeating.
Osteti America.
And I say I am repeating.
So I am also emphasizing on that.
I say I am repeating. The election is about the economy stupid.
Is that what he said?
Yes. General.
I don't want to.
Oh, that is what he said.
I don't really believe what
that is what he said.
But frankly speaking,
Okotu Bill Clinton.
Yes, and that just
Okotu Bill Clinton. So I am also saying it. Say this election is about the economy. Stupid. Oh yeah, no. Me wo video so.
one more Baumia.
Oh, one is a question. One is a question. And one question and no situate here and son of Babeka Sakotu. It want to mean you want to mean dodgy. Oh yeah, no. Obedience so who their social media for so jay. I say Obia sorry not to social media and will be sending stupid question. Stupid and do a first. Yes, sir, lawyer, yeah, which one will support to me. Babu na J stupid and first. Emra we S Gracia 70 by. Babu cocaine bino.
I had to 71.
Yes. I say Babu is stupid. I am telling you the truth.
What is the evidence of all this?
Oh, the evidence was
John Mahama is a man of who is very careful about his utterances.
I am one of my answers. My memory example so. Tell me Canada Japan. Canada Japan. Whoa, we say I have more examples. Tell me Canada Japan.
As also yes, as some more and there are so I don't want to
David account. Almost examples about me to other part. They can say
okay, but you see right now, Baumia vice president, SIA flag bearer. Mahama flag bearer and then former president. So there's a vast difference. Sometimes equalization. In favor, say Mahama at now president appearance, but on so.
It is a difference now. Can if you Mahama,
there's a difference, and sometimes you know there are some other ones. President Akufo-Addo cry. Nikasemu. What do Mahama temper? I don't say that.
Me pacho. Sesiano.
Na me say sir. It is going to be an
General, me na me point. Me na wama me we na me point. Me ka dia ye papa Mahama aka. We thank Akufo-Addo.
All right.
Se mututu say eye because obi so ayeye bi da obi
because
me hu say Akufo-Addo ayeye obi. And the move to be ya anti into the kanaka me mount time we faka
violent statement of flag bearer.
What you see insult. You see insult. See a violent statement and also about
inciting people to beat people.
And I say a was about
no inciting people to beat people.
One house woman. One house woman.
Okay, say
Chama me ba odi e me ka 10 seconds
Obeka say
Chama menkas.
One hour coming you. Just 1 minute. Okay, say
what the man na metia free mu.
One okay. One okay say chiwa. Bo che bi kakra. So okay. Na election we there. All die be die. Is it reasonable statement? Chirepone. And what happened there? Yeah,
Ya papa Baumia ya papa Mahama ejina NDC was say say you come more to trust them. It is NDC. They are from the revolution.
Yes.
So okay.
And I support that word. Okay. I stand by it.
So what you say? All support to support to revolution and no constitution the Busumra.
Let him continue the statement of John Mahama. Or say, let me quote him. Or say,
what the end jam be so? But the no kind jam
no, he gave me a chance.
No, it's okay to be fair.
Why do you end Mahama's statement halfway?
So you
now for the now can we secret will be me for doing that.
Oh, that your point no.
General, what will be 5 questions? That was your choice. That was your prerogative. Obian for so. One of these 5 questions. Now, maybe 50 questions. Why do you insult me?
What is insult? Insult me or insult here?
What's a Baumia response? insult me repeating it 10 times ma kra
Oh,
say
yeah,
what
call
you
them.
repeat
Kasa.
what about me response no about me say insults does not win votes. I say what wins votes is the job you have done and to tell the people what you will do, and that is what he is doing. Nana, I say and dollar jina 17%.
17 cities.
No.
But so when
I know some boy.
I say no me can.
I know some boy. I know some boy.
Me can say wo boy. Say me can say wo boy.
So when the fundamentals are weak,
Sami Jadu no expressing no. I think expressing.
How different is that statement?
When I was in Mama Ghana, one of the
And this statement that I have for Mumsa say,
better full time. Oh, kasa meeting full time.
General, me say I am pa dollar jina 17. I say we say ye can no. Who say e do dollar no. Omo can the end their dollar jina ne. But you don't say e do inflation ah. Omo body AC de bi anya de AC ene o.
oh, from 50-something, 4%.
Who offend?
The numbers are in my mind.
They're
already in my mind. And the viewers know what I'm doing.
You don't worry. So you
let me say they make an
but don't worry. Sammy, money why? Now let's be fair.
And Fitch, and Fitch, and IMF. I say we are going to say on November. We are going to December. Ghana will end the year with an inflation of 15%.
15%.
Yes.
Okay.
We left 11% too.
Ike, kasa.
Unemployment.
Atame se bigi single digit.
Oh.
Unemployment. O say mumu jai.
We left 13%.
13%. Thank you. What they know.
So we are doing above 30.
Yeah, Bahanum fits. Unemployment there 4%. And I come down with the chair.
Hey!
The last time we came here, I showed it to you. You were here.
By
It's
who?
okay, and I won't come with you say 30%. Meaning pa
Statistical Service.
Fitch.
Statistical Service is the authorized government institution that will take those figures from. Thank you. I will accept anything apart from Statistical Service.
I go there to other.
Nana, into young cost.
And then some other days
Nana unim. I'm pass $1 need.
We say 59 kono.
I know some boy.
Sami, o kasa unim na ko bo any other ayi.
Apart from Statistical Service.
The may year
On the team.
that I mean who say
That Obi Akasa
o say authorized that be also authorized we are dealing with that
for bamcho ahwefo yete ekon wanum ni nso ne wie me de media ne beka wona me pa che o de ma me kasa nana enne a yesi ye wo the like exchange rate enye ampa me je ntom se enkosa e wo niama e ma sa niama ne ko but the emphasis enne ye wo mu no time omo 4 Ghana 20 pesos $1 4 Ghana
no free akonya na force 20 pesos
for 20 pesos
what am I show no kra no
yes we the million time for 20 pesos no na ye twa training alawa mu na ye twa teaching alawa mu na free SHS ni ho na one district one factory ni ho
no one village one
dam ni ho
agenda 111
ni ho yes I'm telling you do so no na drone na do so na drone na dey drone man for
ode won aba
ene this person you was 17% in each, you know. We are giving us
17 cities.
17 cities. We are giving us an allowance. We are giving trading allowance.
Yeah, so is it because of an untina Hamad
dollar rise? The patch say what the one segment is to say no nya say no what effect can see bia and can say trickle down to Sania money. But what did I mention?
But the nurses are complaining recently, Amra, is it vice president? And I say the running mate, echo one of the nurses. We want alawa, we want
delayed alawa. It's always better than a cancelled alawa. Over hand me. So allowance, your fan say sitting allowance. No amount sitting allowance. Not sitting allowance. Delay. Or sitting allowance delay. You better sense that we need sitting allowance. Another one.
No, but okay.
No. Wait, are simple. Where any dia your man or Jibra. Your man or Jibra, money
to sitting alawa. Now, couple of months.
Delay.
I say, I don't go that way. And catch me say what you who's a mini. It's me yet when I'm all out.
But you know, a Kasana, a differentiating between A and B. A cancelled sitting allowance can never be better than a delayed sitting allowance. A cancelled sitting allowance, say, a new okra. A delayed one, say, a woho, but a delay, a 2-3 months by a tria. MPP bar away. And I say, away, the banner, nurses for which my catcher say, every month, biano, or my lower bar monthly. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 4 months, sometimes 6 months. So, men can't say, and yet, but when if you are Simona, I want obi wo ho a ne de ba monthly a eye obi so wa ne de ba bomu a eye media ni say at the end of the day no the allowance should be given to them at any particular point in time when they need it and but what you say but when him say sa nyama we nyina no ye nim say dia bureaucracy and your payment of nyamate you need to have financial clearance, you need to go to the Ministry of Finance, you need to go to Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, and sa nyama ni nyina aba. So sometimes na better say e bia quarterly na ye twia say you betumi mpo aye ne mra say the be ya e be ma school for so be hu say wo every quarterly bia na me nsa be ka me quarter alawa e bomu a e be ma school for no so twumi prepare for mo say the be ya the preparation enkoye monthly with sa bureaucracy na say fe mo the American could do say nobody can say a delayed alawa is not better than a cancelled alawa because cancelled alawa just say ni ho na say aba alawa no say aba ye twa mu say na mba nti that is it now MPP despite the difficulty won say no kan emre say ba omi aka say wa to exchange rate no the key na ma
wa che dollar
ana me bisa na year won say wentumi anka hwe na opa ye fire statistics me betra ha no nka say
every want to say
oh me nka so oboa o
ma o see year ben
yes because o kan year betim ba be situation de ko nti American year ko no me tumi tra ha no nka say bebi ayeye na niam mu ye de but yes situation niam mu na ye de no to the activities are ekoso to the shocks are akoso e the whole world time ba omi aka say we no opa bubu from 2017 eba be 2020 before COVID what our exchange rate was, what our economic indications was, what our GDP was. Opa bubu.
But Isaac, I don't know we can say obi ne lay foundation because before say in 2001 to 2008 kufo ebetena so all ko 2009 NDCG akonya no now mo so mo ja in 2009 say omo ba ye no nyoma ekoye ni ade then MPP came say we laid a better foundation and ye jade mama ne mo so mo ba ya kufo kokra oil food o ma ba ko and am so lay better foundation mo ba mo di mi no be ka mana me so eye obi foundation so unti also agree say sa okay in 2017 ofrakojo in 2016 in 2016 o free so no
official 2017
6 January 2017 unye cho say some measures be lay and at least a peja ya mo so betumi ba ya mo so mo to aso ma e do that standard am
ye hihye ne eniam nyina ye ko no enye like me who said the American person me use word bi enye say we ye twa e nti we so twa e o eniam a wo ja ya ne di situation niam no MPP kan in 2009 aye ja we mu say ye fund because that time we were being specific with the oil. Because like I said the first time you to me a year ye ma ye GDP ye ma oil GDP away from the normal GDP in 2010 2010 into what we were saying was specific on our oil niama before an APP buy now there was no oil exploration. Your time
mama 1 second na me ba sisi e bu sha mama ntwa me ho tete e ba ko pe be 1 minute na minya me ho ye sisi a me ba ye beto aso me ba sisi a
Abusia wo hwebe sabre so memba wakwaba ereba dwumadie so na Helios Care Center ene nanso eni wedi ahia wo kasafidie so wa wo hweme ene wa wo tie me wakwaba na ene ba behwe yare ye friend spondylosis na spondylosis no kra ye ka yare benya na before so ye bekọ no so me pacho gia numbers no e wo screen so ye wo Sankofo Michelle Camp Sankofo bus stop udu Michelle Camp wo so wo ko Sankofo bus stop ubon say a signboard kama esiwa ya so Helios Care Center na abusia ende me no ba behwe a spondylosis na wo said the spondylosis etie last week me chewo ye can spondylosis ye wo mu ahodo mienu ye wo lumbar and afi ye wo cervical spondylosis na spondylosis no ne tenten ene ne tietie nyina ne se nyankopon eba ade no wo hwe ye ti kasai no a ye fra bibi vertebral na vertebral no ene saadie ya da hai into bo se wo ti kasai na ngasa ye spine no eno ne vertebral no na vertebral no ye numpe ya toatoa numpe makoma be se 33 anase bia aduasa miensa 33 columns of bones and ya toatoa na be bia ya toa numpe ni bia no ade bia won ma ye fra ne desk na desk no abusia sa wo hwe ha no mu a ba cho hwe ha yi ma me pa wo hwe ha no mu a obo se your examples of disc problems. Enti na je say disc na enya ha na se ho atochi ma no eno na ya ye ne kama ni mfoni eda hai na se wo hwa abusia bon se aha no normal disc. Enti say na se normal disc no na afi nso se ho atochi ma ye fa no degenerated disc na say na no so na etie na degenerated disc no kire se wochi sad disc na ye kan wan se mo eno na ehye numpe ntem no ewewe enti ewewe ase na tie enti ewewe nso dia eno na se ewewe adu baabi na abusia afibon se dompe ehia na yesa sa bushi no anase bia desk na ehye ho no ya enti emma dompe nhia no afi na hyase ehia enti eba ne sa obete yawo ese wuchi kase no emu yawo ya na ye wo bulging disc no nso wo hwe bulging ene normal disc no bon se bulging no ase huhuru eno so etimi ma wuchi kase no numpe na atoatoa no ehya sese fon ena ye herniated no enso ba ko bia eno timo ananse bia bibi aba betoa so no enti ekoba ne sa compression ananse ekomia wuchi kase no cord na edemo the friend spinal cord no enti bo se na eno so emia spinal cord no enti eno so timi ma wote yawo ananse bia wote se wuchi kase no etimi yawo ya anafe yo tiny disc no so ne ama sad disc no na ho ne no ananse bia ne kase no eso ate enti eso ete sa pe na abusia ahyase ma pain ananse bia ema wote yawo enti wo wono mu akoba ne sa na ontumi ntini mu wo wono mu a onamo a no wachia no wakoa ananse bia obi so wono mu a na ogina ho kakra se o ya ade a wote nka se ne ya enti wani mu nyina sei na otwudi ampo nyankopon ye chi kase no enti akoba se bia ene wo yo bia wotate se wo chi kase wo ya na chese say na etie enti abusia ye kan se obo modin Adiba Helios Care Center ye behwe na ye yi afuru so afi ye hwe ha obo se ye wo bia ya cho lumbar spine no so
private part
so said the medi kan ka cho se omo ba kan ya wo spondylosis na wanya na lumbar spondylosis bia se ko bia se tuma ye ko ba ye foto ye sori nyina no na disc na a shock
because I know a lot untumi nanti biom odasani yese wonante kra na untumi nanti bra na yehwe ni nyimfo from mother side oda adamasi
enye ko ne we
Which one kakra mapa yentra komo so.
General.
Isaac now
in say the American babisi ni say. So what should the difficulties are yakom. Any their economy ni jina now. It shows you say MPP better managers of the economy. And how make be actual ye economy ema at 9.3 plus. Omu economy ema 3.4. When they took power from themselves, like your papa Atamos Ofimuno, power about more and this and the new president, your papa Mahama.
The incoming president again.
Omo kono no major economy na 3.4. Economy omo jama yen economy yes.
Economic growth or what?
Yes, GDP growth.
GDP growth is
3.4. That is what you left for us. Dabi. O dey me ya chero. Enye no pe no mo jaye. Omu jayen IMF na yakwa for policy credibility.
No na call 7.8. I hope say statistical authority
General. General.
The budget review.
Dabi. O me babe show.
No ka says 7.8
GDP amu jama yen 2016.
The document I have here is 2024 budget review.
But say no nye but
the
source
I thought that be nye no me say
chairman
move free akunya mu in 2016
chairman and why interrupt me
so in 2016 now 2016 na akofa abadia I hope say statistical authority unim na akofa different website
general general ombeja economy amaye no me catch economy
in 2017
yes
okay
Omu economy ma yen omu economy with a GDP growth of 3.4 yen ko time ye jama omu 9.3 omu a GDP with economy ma yen omu twa nursing training allowance economy omu twa teacher training allowance
musu single spy
udu wa na waka wo de economy economy a omu jama yen na ye the economy no akọ IMF for policy credibility ye freezy unemployment ye freezy employment or public sector economy mu jama na ye wo about 3 badges of nurses 3 to 4 badges of nurses are ye post to omo ye that is the economy they left for us.
But you when you mobile abem musubu say IMF no mo kwen na hu hia mama mba extend
dabio
na da hu hia na
dabio tama e bae no na IMF omo de amaye no eye say ye be extend in the glory ye bae ye wi ye de niam akoye in April 2017 ye koye so this short time ya mo de mayen say ye be wi no mo extend the kakra mayen this time we could be able to finish almost extend my we finish
which means the IMF they went was in a good faith for the country.
Dabi general I sometimes defend and this way we
just defend
Dabi mameka so defend but am say we be the devil's advocate I mean this because uni bibi se waba se me we the company ya shemesa na me buy makoto ties mo cars me no pe makoto ties be 20 abegu se cars ni bi se ya na de ko na me say ye this 6 months be tua na so say dia wa ye enye na wo buy no wakwa ko hu tire ne se be srew ma ba foforo instead of 6 months ma me 1 year na me fe tuaka does it mean say me best standing the call 1 year je me fua dia wo ye ne so yes enti me nkoma sem so economy e beto ye ni the economy e na ye wo mu sese hwe me catch you say there is no economy ye nyewa for the first time in 3 decades Germany spend a surplus of musika we omwetwa for the first quarter in 2024
because of COVID-19.
Yes.
Adana bibia mo COVID Russia Ukraine
enye ye enti na meka Germany a kire wo no say Germany so enye Ghana Canada for the first time in 4 decades 40 years Canada workers echo demonstration.
But Isaac, you and I know say with the kind of resources you want these countries you are mentioned, they don't have that natural resources. It is a to be manage and your year. We shouldn't be using that comparison because with the natural resources of my Ghana, your war in Nechi, next year they won't compare Germany, natural resources like how Ghana has they are. Now we are in a problem.
One first say me. But maybe Dakar, offer trotro. Àwọn fẹ́ no ne mi amedaka emu no efa trotro no ebo ebra so the fact that the fact that natural resource as in Canada needs cancer
oh say me
so ye can the reality the say enye dia obi wo na obi ni They I want to say
Canada because of you to mean to any my manager
and no any no argument in say argument in say and say difficulties be by the whole world. Difficulty by you know. This country sanka nyama affect them how much more yen. Sana me situation ye nyina wa hanom we 2026 we World Cup 2026 I bebo. Canada a host year with 5 stadiums. Original budget in I think 2019 was was 38 million. 38 million because of COVID. Only number 150 something million. Are we saying say a BB kekene buy for the first time Biden basono Biden basono almost 4 trillion and a din omo de ma sa 4 trillion say government you know enfa enhye governance move for the shocks are COVID at the buy. I didn't some major we major city we country see bro COVID now say yen de ma yen kan ye.
All right.
It's the American said, despite the difficulties, NPP has been able to manage this economy. Catch us say, NDC for and a kita say economy where and can the abu besi jaso near Chama na yemrama yedi.
All right, when I say, well, maybe about 2 minutes, Roberta.
But one will say, some Bessemida Konya will HHRM for once and for all. Some nurses allowance, ya trim, yes, no, Nana. NDC 2014, 15, 16. My parents mama take you over no. Ni who say you hear nurses be brave and why you na you hear teacher for so abe you mama na amanfo enya universities mu akwan be brave that nursing and teacher training na the interest be so kono ne say e be na fie nye nti onya allowances na and support to kakra na jomam papa jomam hu say teacher ni bitia coach teacher training college 3 years owi a me apost na to achieve baby kra because by say me change the policy no what exactly happening no
o time no sha
enti no yeah then say my papa jomam say sadia we fa nurses for a uhwe osika sema wo tua allowance na mo tin allowance dey tua mo but what the problem is you see a famo na you upgrade nursing and teacher training schools to the university level and he says yes be a unya allowance bi mu this time around so no be o legon Accra Poly
said to me apply for student loan
also but student loan
so now so you were situated from a year alawa to be a student loan
alternative
okay
and MP for by election time they try to almost say they should listen to us nemu
but me 2016 say mahama
mo explanation we mo dey say mo
would you just allow me
would you kakra me be mu what do you can do 10 seconds? Crowd will say, ETF will
President John Nomani Mahama Eka said,
yeah,
if losing election
thank you
is by say or council
or be restore wanting to be losing
so be it.
Yeah, okay. And then in fact,
do you know why he says so?
Unless you tell me.
He says so because there was a meaning to sensing replacing the nurses allowance with SNET loan. Because now you don't go to teacher training college. Now that's why we call them College of Health and College of Education. Now you can't be a first degree holder and go and teach over there again. You don't need a PhD holder and the MSc postgraduate holders to go and teach at all. Those College of Education, College of Health. So the purpose of it, and they say, so if you see 2015, 16, because we took away the allower and brought a SNET loan thing that we wanted to bring, we were able to recruit, we were able to admit almost about additional 9,000 students to the 6,000 we are doing. Okay? Because now we don't have a budget constraint. You need Kabia or I say, you found Bibria, this is a Momo Alawa. Share, and then look at say, Omoka, somewhere, school college 2 Munamutu Tiano. And no mobile, no. Obiko school 3 years on your salary when you people not be here.
Oh, it is never true.
I don't know, ma, Nancy, Samebois, Mobile o mampeni abedechi Aliu Mahama Alaji Baomia eko BA nursing training college bi small girl bi so can say Ojo no mu nyina yɛn asoma kan say His Excellency me pacho my best school afimi ensene ma be school my final year alawa okay me nsapo yɛn NK bi da
me can say
okay e wo team we bia chekra party for chekra boni prepare kola
oh we are
wo de no to nchen a
we are
the question was made by
esa say ono ahoho na kasa no onim de constitution so ene me na me ko hwehwe mu na me ni controller ene finance minister kasa say no kwese entwia na entwia mo say they don't even know onim de ekosukra okuru. Secondly, quickly, one is to one factory okay. The manifesto of MPP can say they will provide
the 2016
manifesto can say they will provide every constituency with one factory,
every district.
We have a crow. We have
constituency be almost about 2 or 3 districts in a room.
Okay, see for the high Koleklote fishing community. So as Baum be able to provide, because some can say their manifesto says that they will provide a company or a factory that will suit what is being produced there locally. So we all support it because it's an agro-based kind of thing. It's going to.
So, yes. Let's be fair. Okay. 8 years of MPP. Factory Ghana, baby.
All the factories owned by people existing one.
But and yet you among us. But what about a Ekunfi Juice?
Oh, Ekunfi Juice was a existing project. Yes. I mean that. That land was allocated for that juice one time before they came.
But me see so I said okay, great. Do that fast.
Listen, I'm talking to you now. One district, one factory. It's a fair policy.
Okay.
Because now go to Bon here, where I come from, the constituency I come from. You're going to put a sandboard on how do you call it? Century steel, Century ceramic. Century ceramic has been there way before you came to power. That is one district, one factory. I'm expecting, so still the ownership of Century is in the hands of somebody. The employment drive, I show currency for policy with Brano. I want to put him up here. Employee. Also away, nanka anya kra nanka omunsi coast of a produce block. I the couple. Nanka kasa no pone one district factory no. E dey be block na pakoro de ko to e pona na employment. Me no kasa esi no, ontimi nya hwe osu ase.
Okay.
Yanko next constituency aye lade de ko to pon. Also fishing. E ko so ho no mo no ba ko mi no. Hwe ni ho no mo. Uko Lekma, she ni ho. Oko no ani constituency, Krowo, she ni ho sa. Opa onche me company amu si wo Krowo. 1D 1F onche me. Kasa pereko e ho se e wo me ne wo.
Okay,
Yemba, one village, one dam. Yo ha na how akusi. Ono beka say promise on mine dam one person musi no. Sika na ya ma no. Ejimi si dam. E be si dag out. Ye di so etutu form no. Ebi nti mo bia blame ni say umutimi si dam bia mo amuni mokruma ono no kan yenko na so say COVID
economy Russia Ukraine war ni ade which was situated to other countries.
And people think Ghanaians are fool.
Why?
So they think they can sit down concoct anything, come and dump it on sand, us and the expect us say we will take it.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, if I'm not lying, plus or minus. World Bank gave us $2 billion when we were in COVID.
For free?
What's a grant?
What's a grant?
Because
I said World Bank MI 945 million.
They give us
and they free.
Yeah. They give us 2 billion. They came in tranches. Okay. One came as 1 billion, another came as another 1 billion, making 2 billion. This $2 billion alone can finance over 40% of our budget. If because of COVID, taxes were not coming, people were not, nothing was moving in the country. This money could that's the money they shared among themselves, where every constituency chairman got some money. And later, not a regional women organizer comes to expose them that the money World Bank gave to take care of the vulnerable people during the COVID, the money was not given to them, but the money was shared to them. He alone, as a constituency women organizer, got 100,000 Ghana cedis. chairman got some, regional minister got some, DC got some. They share the money among themselves. Meanwhile, people were in their rooms. What they will eat, they didn't even get. Right. So me, when they are here saying, so look, for me to tell the truth, me kind of say, COVID they buy no, they in Shirama Ghana o.
Ebe faso de my.
Ebe faso de my. And to mun jay autonomous try say, Russia and Ukraine, I'm okay. Yembi say I won't say, what is a bilateral trade between any Russia and Ukraine?
Oh, say
Russia, Ukraine. Bruh, are we the only country who import franco from Russia? Are we the only person? Are we the only country?
But it's the other countries which are also
bigger. My question to him in say, are we the only country? Ghana for Mumbi saying before say, anye biano.
Ye penny on my
ye penny on my ye craft franco efi Russia na. Ye penny on my ye craft some efi Ukraine. What I say? Ukraine e wo ye ne town sika kotwa do Ukraine nche wo. And I know my town so Ukraine nche nyina no na bebre other countries e be ton. So anti Ukraine any Russia war yi aya tro any futu mu Ghana for nim say na ma Ghana be di adi. Ukraine crampo na ntokwesi okrom crampo no. The economy papa se ye de. Anti atro no mu twa no. Omu je atro no twa. Aya bra omu. Ai. Edwo no mu ntime nya. The same money wa here. Umpake wo noma na mun kone ye ho ntoye.
Ombe park.
General. O ka so ombe park na che say waje ne o kana tum. But o de mame koso. General on say chairman ka say me din.
Okay, okay.
Yeah man 2 minutes we did 10 minutes.
Me how?
Hey, 5 minutes.
Chairman, we general mame koso. Me fefi chairman first one. O say ya mayen 2 billion. World Bank na sa 2 billion yet chairman. Obekai say TV3 for mo journalist eko World Bank country manager and eko one-on-one interview and obisa a specific question. The idea was to make the government feel bad because in Crawford what was the World Bank's manager's response? Or say country director say ye sikana ye de ma Ghana. The details in Ghana, they are brilliant, and with what our experts have gone through, no, they have accounted for it.
Experts in the core grounds, no?
Yes, they have accounted for it. Oh, me ba chacha ma mesrew. Unim, ye nyina na ye wa hanom no, ye betumi aka bibia spice no, ene niama. It is allowed. But o spice ne kra, the import of it ne there, it remains. Asem we are making a video. Nti me sure say we hu because wa wo kan ho asem. Or say for us, the deduction in Yama Ghana, they are any day yenya kofa ko check and say, Mammy can COVID as me. COVID as by teachers etna fee 1 year near che, meboa. Government to your man went to nurses were going Omokwe Juma, nurses now for Omokwe Juma trenches, which we could Juma 2 days. No, I bet fee bear 2 weeks. Because the person best was in Crawford be brave too. So now you chew muka said there. I say chew pepe. A bit of crown on one. You the front line. We come you chew muka more. So a month to be do now. Why you do less than 1 week? But now you were paid more than the chew a month because of the circumstance.
But he also made some statement emphatically about your Northern Region Women Organization. Is it not true?
The money was shared to the whole Ghana, all the council executive, regional executive, national executive. They share the money for you.
Okay. Come to me. Say, bro,
public domain. Public domain. So answer it. Whether it's true or was it true or lie?
Let me flow. Me am a chihan me kwabna sechi. Me need evidence be a chere say obi mo.
Skaruka unya bi o. Can you cry?
Only evidence.
Do you have the evidence?
No, but we on video.
In Crawford video, so say journalist, corrupt journalist, Jessica Crawford. Should I say that statement in it? Baby, I make be a journalist.
Oh, they're saying
thank you. But General, you are not allowing me to flow.
I'm allowing you.
Me come baby a COVID is can call because what can say? Yama say it should be a blessing for us. And I'm making the point say COVID is can buy these are the areas ekoye.
But when you only 2 billion pen about man for COVID, you and I know.
Nche me nka say eye no pe.
Eno
no maka tell say in Crawford could be sa World Bank. World Bank don't bring their money and say Crawford squander sika no.
Now even the IMF credit discover some monitor.
Yes. And IMF one say IMF omo discover yen no. Omo ka say Ghana misuse sika. So say obi won China because of political gain ti. The political party say with this na ye nyina ye can be. Omo ayebu account am omo say wo fie. Na me say o houseboy wi a osika. Na wo na wo houseboy na wo se osika bi anyira ye. Na me say o houseboy wi a osika. Asem we efa. Enti markets ye film gate here. The whole Ghana. How much is it? Schools. Who be say how much is it? Osu hanum markets are in the osu. Opa ko zoom la yo so mo film gate o de mo hanum. Ube budget on the
very huge. I'm aware because
so multiply it by markets what the whole Ghana. Multiply it by public school dying. When we say basic school then what Ghana a does the same baby. Multiply it over Nungwa keka. Basic school say what Nungwa a bebro 200. And yet school done baku like school that say Anglican GSS and no Anglican primary school and no 1 a bro 300 schools. If you get this way now, where did the money come from? Ye centers more COVID no eba no more cost and crofunya yanji o musika.
But Mr. Why you not answering that question? Say women organizer eba abonti beka say COVID sika some of the money were being shared.
Man say but anya o de
no say that be
me say me you are asking
but
me.
But you heard it 21 day.
Me say me say so kan but I don't have any evidence.
Etino me and fan asem.
Dabio, me say waka. Me I will be some say me say I don't have any evidence. Or no I can't say we you do business or evidence.
But it will be some me chair say on video and on audio. And that's one
I don't pay evidence. Say obi to be
she herself was being called and she confirmed say asem no waka no because of banter ba oni chairman intenti na obe chechirim say sika na mo de buy say mo fanya aduane ade kwa say na ono onya ye
na say obi kan say TUC ni bi akwaji sika wo baby TUC ni ka say odene ko court meboa so ni pa ko no we apologize nkrofo kan sam won nkrofo mu de bia ama be wi ekiri no mo apologize
eti me emfa na asem
me nka say wo me emfa na as for say dia wo be fa na dia me ntumi control no but me na wo bisa me asem
but say Ghana Fosika
and I make say but Ghana Fosika no you don't have the evidence say a yampa
so on video herself or video more kasano is that one not a substantive and I say enough evidence it's here or no any waban say aban na man discuss of I know what the enough
when him say evidence was asem we ho nka wo asem the brana say this as we incumbent me the na court ama na so ayehye do you know that
say be more train after election. Power.
Why should we build over power? Judges net to one because what power when Tommy wage mama.
Now some during 2016 so almost more power. Mo can say me but at the end of the month me and for man come your top we answer that mo the man for court.
2016.
When you were in opposition, mo say oh sika we ayira this sika we but you never took anyone on board say mo the na court. But rather when you gain power, you started taking people Collins
Zauda court no. Collins Zauda asame kan sagleme
me situation example
and no so me kan sagleme
yes and you
your parliament say yen see down 200 a down 200 2000 units you for 200 million in see you see a down 500 units sikanasa I can say because of which we discuss but it is when I have the evidence as it's I mean I'm get evidence and I make you do in Pakuna court and that is what we have done. So what I say, I don't have any problem. Monka say me by force mean jin to mu say you no can when I don't have the evidence. Me any evidence so no evidence I want fambra. Say nyame ye na dom na so ba. Only evidence on fan ko. I just so be discuss me cobra say chinam kwa defend you. Until the American say as for COVID scam church or markets, fumigation, schools, teacher for train fee, omo nursing, soldier for any nyama na police need to meet tenase. We 1 week no akọ edwuma once per wom no wasa ba the next sankrofo nya ye tuom enti sa sika no enu bi ne de yes anya ma sa front line omo na yare ne ba na ye ngi obi esika and obi anim say that time na COVID treatment very expensive no Gucci we ya yekosi wo honom any a new way yekosi ni nyina kam now afi me bra afi me say a new yekosi a new way like unit on be check COVID ma me bra the last one bilateral trade no be say e den your relationship ebo Ukraine way war mo onim me afraid forward and me kasa asem we wa ha me kan de bia before COVID no na ye longest way freight trade me can say with China na ye tua 140 footer container the most $3,500 for freight time COVID ba ye echire no e move ye to 15,000
about your fatty sellers
e move to 15,000 after COVID the Ukraine war ba no e move to 18,500 just one container. Inti se first no na offer toffee from China na otua 40 footer container 3,500 na se COVID aba na fe de otua freight ni ba ko pe 15,000 a difference of $11,500 say sika no de beto yin o de beto toffee ni so ana me boa into de toffee ni so e aban na aye na ne boa yen no kura bi wo ho no ma ye nyina yenka wonim red way sa see so a canal ya freight ya we omoko so Ukraine we ko so eno so na freight bebrebe nefa second because of intokwane niama na eba ye nti no we need this security
na what
yes it's because of sanema waiting
recently me pebi pa
na nyina ne be ba beda so nti so be ka say eden ne nhehya ye ne omowo wo be kai say cooking oil Ukraine Russia war cooking oil move to 1,000 the oye de buy adentia it's because ye nya sa we ni ento because of sa war na aba ho nti kakra na wo we mu na aba no say onipa because wo be san kwa koto biem no na ne boy de because of war na war
all right
nti no sa niam we nya so for you to say unima de konti so man na me catch us say we last one de manusi US just about 2 months ago cucumber almost on 40p. Now 40p no a move to 89p where Bloomberg report. Our US from 40p to 89p.
All right.
Bloomberg report the last one we England. Na omama banks no omo aye law. Banks no they have to give a soft loan of £1,660 to household. Na eno en support of grocery.
All right.
If says our country see cry some hatomu yes anyama we are. Then you say how much more Ghana.
All right. Abusia enti enkomona na eguso na ye di no na obetumi do comment afa Facebook making kanina adema LTV GH or the for America YouTube ye LTV Ghana for comment and wadwen kire mpanimfo ensema mo kan oni omo ya adwen ana oni omo nya adwo also den na hu efa oman hu ene na bibia akoyi ba oni Mr Isaac there be asem we meka and me and aban mo anya de kura edu COVID a doctor for an nurse for police for is a job for the ADF one me hwe
me the America one say it's because more body
yo
that be but you have to understand
now body mo discuss about body no the brain ya
it is your body that has to fight for you
hey I'm okay yo you say you need the four frame one kai
mo penny for ni bi didi e bia mo na ndu so ye
let me ndu me so
e bi no position ni am na bi didi
you
e bi sorry anopa o mo no
in case of
position e twitwa government adapa o mo dedi wo position ho
in case of tibia no aka me yes second topic no concerning parliament for city
yes
and sensem ma me sha see free honom na oye na free ba in 2020 yekoto aba
yes
na for me na constituency the MP then wanted to go unopposed but mama kwai mama koye election ema olusu ye mu ye election in 2020 now the MP then wants to go unopposed as a parliamentary candidate for the MPP but mrane chere said they want to go unopposed etimo koto aba ema munya new friend say member of parliament our be representative honom ɛna ɔka sɛ ne saa deɛ a ɛfɛ ne sɛ ɔkɔ independence during that time no na ɔyɛ MP a ne mmerɛ ɛnso yɛ ɛnwie yɛ saa time na ɛyɛ yɛ speaker Michael Kwei honorable ɛna na ɛwɔ akonnwa mu ɛhɔnom a wɔbɛdeclare pɛɛ ɛyɛ party no statutory standing orders and a party ne mmerɛ ɛwɔ mu ɛne ade sɛ nwie ɛde parliamentary orders ɛmɛgye kan sɛ based on that it was declare former seat vacant during that time no I think say you declare vacant there like Kamoswati but now no majority still but Kukura feedback still you hold the majority your party didn't take it to court and I say a minority then didn't take it to court say say you declare seat vacant and they are going for interpretation. But now, after 2020, you talk about you hang parliament. Now the independent won, and then he's doing business with MPP, and he afraid the MPP has majority in parliament. You know, Emumi ensa assign some for independent, but I come from NDC, I come for independent, and then Speaker Babin say, based on a precedent, any one in your party and the standing orders of a parliament. Any NDC nanga some almost standing orders and some constitution. It will declare sitting in 4. Nina both NDC and MPP as vacant. Therefore, the moment they declare they are empty. There's no way I will say about that. Automatically, MPP becomes the minority, NDC becomes the majority because you say 3 film mudiema. That's why 136 or so, or 136 or 134. No more background. How do I think banta near the have Supreme Court to the extent of say majority leader. May I see so ruling by intimate me as a minority leader after you marking because of so to the extent of say yes and chofuni be why do we call him
or the specific
yes and chofuni be
but okan as boy specific
to person be specific okay I didn't enjoy for no evil work dirty evil work to the extent of say they calling him say or a minority leader which you know say a majority any day it's a 4 city the party nankasa MPP more ye nankasa don't you think say the few days I can be a business of the day for government. More than move pulling money back. Things to go and much me sign contracts. And more minor near the economy near the no. More jeopardize the days left for the economy. Ansani atoba.
Okay, General. What na wafa asem na ba o. Chairman, General na mene ne din ko nche mesre na aya wo si mene General nim. But General. General, una mene wodi nko. Una we bisa me question.
Yes.
Nche me so be bisa questions. Say the be my we na.
But is that the right thing to be done here?
But ade me na oni me di ko na me bisa no question I no so fa ho. Hey. We dey say me hu be down. We say me bisa host no en complain here. Na wa we panel so complain am.
So when you say me complain.
General. Everything about the narrative and any is wrong. An emotional narrative.
Sir.
Yes. And mebaho. This thing is a legal issue. It is not an emotional issue.
A very simple thing.
A legal
very
issue.
Simple constitutional requirement. You are diabolically destroying the whole thing in your favor.
A legal thing. Who can say you declare for me seat vacant? You can hear by election.
No, yeah, by-election.
So when a seat is declared vacant, there is a by-election. You saw catch him say at that time now you declare a seat in vacant. Now the EC Mrana say 6 months and 5 months before election. You mean your by-election. Because when you say you were Musa.
But that time I declare for me seat as vacant. Not the time frame now can you so how can now by election go on?
That be it make catch say sa na eswa nti yan declare by election.
Let me declare by election. Munya new representative.
It afemi come asem so. They happen with Professor Michael Kwei and they happen with Bagbin. It is two vast different things.
How?
So I'll tell you the how. The how is that would him say what happened? Ewa your 4th parliament way mo. Ewa your 8th parliament way mo. It has nothing to do with NPP4. who raised the issue say nkrofo akọ vacant akọ independent NDC for how can the NDC raise issue for MPP and we share your loss anymore I say when the person is going so odipa cross carpet and even when odipa kono kasa okọ independent or say when odipa kono cross carpet and I happen wo yen system yi muda na NDC I don't mean kai say 2008 or say either the 5th or the 6th parliament NDC ni me refi ni din or no denounce so say on person be belong to NDC bim and na on 90 year free parliament we be joining MPP side ye parliament aye wo no ye ni independent MP or parliament o ye independent in within what they buy. But when you come to the house, you either join the majority or the minority. But we have only two space.
But you two, you know, say, for example, for me now, yeah, independent or winning, he can also decide, say, I'll choose not to join any of them. I want to be alone.
Share status, you can't. Sit in a MUNPO. You know, we are all helping the discourse. Sit in a MUNPO. You cannot say matter independent in the city when you are parliament. Our parliament is not like South Africa. Obi ni e woni say so bia na obi otena. Our parliament is a majority and a minority seat. So when you win as an independent, it is up to you to choose baby a only on business. This is where I try to knowledge. And you know, to make us me independent o city way. Ya haniha. So when you decide to join the minority, you join the minority. When you decide to join the
constitution, MPP constitution, I say, oh yeah, what dream class say, oh, supporting an independent candidate, and umba say what from you. So, oh, supporting independent automatically. The word is automatically. What denounce membership, right? Yeah. This time, these people have declared say they are going independent. Automatically they denounce their membership.
They independent parliament na omoko no independent.
Yeah, they omoko on their constituency as an independent candidate.
Not with a parliament. Only pa kono on renounce no say this time 8 parliament here way. Question the record say Morrison e ba can say 8 parliament here way. Me cross carpet. Me yi me hu efi 8 parliament ni. Or say the election ahead, I am not going with my party.
But it's a formula in 2020. Also, when did I
say formula in 2020? The difference is that NPP now formula win one, Esiama one. NPP ne buy and present it to speaker and say, Speaker, ye say ni yamreni. Into ye the nipa bana said the yamrakano. Now find ye juma. Sir, I'm coming. Sir, 3 in Crawford, NPP ne buy.
But what is wrong if parliament, other party?
You cannot do that. Mami, for example, you cannot do
that.
Oh, Mami, for example.
President now.
Oh, the Mami Mao, president. And my church, say, Esiama Diano. And yan this if when a sorry can say Esiama, because you cannot say that because Esiama new party. You don't discipline Esiama. Speaker of Parliament, a discipline is with MPP for. Minority, a discipline, and this one a discipline MPP for. 7% me trobi bi e wo me my leadership and the ade be brew speaker if say me nipa e insubordination na say me discipline ya who speaker we dey ka say me hu say o insubordination ti ma suspend no. Let us take emotions out of it. The thing is that a party ni mu nipa no and na it is so no de ne we ba say speaker this and this my member example limited registration who say limited registration you say a form of audit yeyi omo film wonim say mimi nim say obi ewu no nipa ko no ye mebusuani mimi ntumi nkonko ka nkire AC official no ote ho no say asemesi we me ne tifie no owu ye nti yeyi ni den fi register ni so nim say mi ntumi yesa general me ne wona ekasa ma oman no but so nim say mi ntumi yesa oni papa ebetumi ayesa ye ono ne busuani okita evidence on the because me busuani efiri and no kwa ye be bisa say asemesi no ya wo den ama what prove say oye me busuani ansa na yetumi de wudwuma wonim say Jane Mensa ne busuani film na say ne busuafo amfa omo death certificate ne evidence anko police station ho Jane Mensa entumi ntena headquarters won ka say me busuani me say we film temi ankasa me yi ne die film so speaker enye MPP na de baaye
But say or the mra na here true. Or the almost standing orders.
And me say won to me standing orders ben and our parliament e kire say obi party ne member say o me ni omo nko biem enye de ewo mu no o say the election ahead say election kwa yen o say me ni omo nko biem na wo say mate why na be man information or MPP ni
what say speaker ni masa or say the polls are out based on the polls electoral commission ya ba aye de akobo ho ni ade no and no religious and also understanding the standing orders of parliament
standing orders say man on no kwan so no ankasa to me take a decision.
But some post the moment you dey post about
mate was into post wo into James abetumi aka say wo obituary ebo ban ho wo be pene enu nti no oba yi ne busu andi that be unim when we are doing
set example be
example we
clear post is different from your obituary okay.
What is post announce say asemesi we ha obituary announce say we
that one the post goes as a nationalistic thing but obituary doesn't go as a nationalistic thing. Let's be sincere now your post no at the bar say near chere say asumesi when na esta near eno constituency na we say asumesi say me no can say or class independent and our party we no all joining. It is credible from a year electrical or no penny power or such more the babontia yet to mean challenging. So if that posts are out, let's a speaker catch yourself based on a share electoral commission. No, they are starting to me based on that and me declare it vacant. Why are you talking about emotions?
When you say electoral commission or no handle election, create to me say as we see first no MPP. Say we feel more about we on a declare the seat vacant. Speaker no. And what they be no wo sitting and I make sure say somebody and it is all must speak an information on pakwa say must speak an information here omo san crofo belong to them. This is simple.
So the minority have no right to
they have no
petition
they can do it for their member omo member no say we film no MPP to me in say speaker we mo members say film omo aka some be reported to the speaker. That is it. And are we saying say we na omo wo ho no sometimes we are doing certain things yet hanum and this for the near marco we omu nimra omu ni we mu omu ko na ebu gesi omu na omu twa Supreme Court adapa ato forcing na se ade ekoma omu no ede no omu kan ye so let us not do this a law
any ambulance case
yes a law hanum no
it was high court na
what is the difference between Supreme Court, High Court, and a magistrate court? A court judge in Atanase, and a waka say, we na some yede. So when you
I man yes simple woman the duty or the mandate of Supreme Court higher than the duty and the mandate of High Court.
Are we talking about the duty and we are talking about judgment?
No,
I'm saying says Uncle for when say
at first they didn't go to Supreme Court. It went to High Court.
High Court judges, you know. Omo ye NDC for.
Oh, make that be. Make us omo ye.
And the Supreme Court judges ye MPP for. So then you don't. When are the differentiation na bem?
Differentiation am the bem no. And they say a case na e call High Court no. Up to now we can say no. Somebody also can go to Supreme Court for interpretation of the judgment, which makes the High Court.
You don't bring in.
Doesn't make it.
You don't bring. You don't. Yeah argument. Yeah diaba. And yeah they also so be be.
And we should say then we should based on Supreme Court there no. Me and High Court there no.
As I make an I don't know where woman. They make shepherd say NDC for a bubo almost say judges judge niama mo they are
okay fine.
It's your modia no pen America.
Mate.
Enti the American question say ye womra ha no. Sa issue parliament cause parliament is their own almost say they are the masters of their own laws. It is not branded in law. Your constitution ben a woman say parliament for no. Committee so because what be second of parliament. Any crime.
Oh, a crime.
Thank you.
Crime.
So they cannot say it say some no more cano. Just in saying.
Oh, but do you know say
it is not situated in law.
3 arms of government. Legislature, judiciary, executive, and they are inter-independent. Inter-independent say they almost saw some more bomb, but obin to me could do be fear some can say dear
is that what we are saying? Parliament, Supreme Court, parliamentarians da resume Thank you, because I know you're administrative. But when you venture into the issue of law, legality, Parliament.
That's why also what will be
and that is vested only in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court pen a bit me a church yamrem. Meanwhile, near Parliament in a I didn't Supreme Court take us a yamra, na church. Constitution in Mount Moquine.
Constitution is all Parliament yamra.
Yamra from Supreme Court and my interpretation.
Yes. So then I'm going to call court. The African market court, the interpretation of Article 97.
Yes.
And Article 97, and known as speaker, Ejira, so declare.
Okay, I am standing on this, and that is an interpretation of the Constitution of the law. The speaker that is not clothed with that authority.
No speaker, and what kind? Send your no city as but I can't nipa ba and I say ekuba I come me church mu say near what tears sanity and I enter
yes even crowd to me or no only to me say or call to sa we ne de kan asem only to me so to because you are not clothed with to say there afenyo markings majority leader no acha no so parliament be reconvene Saturday we how a majority leader but only so authority no to reconvene parliament speaker ne pen wo and speaker ne does it in conjunction with them
yes.
In Chaff and your marking to him because I mean, because when you say yesterday, Parliament, Speaker, and yeah, member of the House.
Yes.
You can leadership. When you say Speaker and count, leadership, a minority and majority leadership. We are an avatar. When I would think Finfi. We are to say judge. Lawyers me no argument, and I would judge and would the year was a judgment in 50 and back.
Okay.
So what I say, yes, situated near my year canoe. Where any emotions in Yama, and ye baby, at the end say, you don't have the right to give interpretation. Obeshu say, CJ Kasan or can say, not even the president and the vice president has the right to interpret, to give interpretation to Constitution. We don't like this. We don't like a country, Supreme Court judge, you know. Or no, ye banish a shower, shall we ask about Constitution man and whatever say, president according to me, my interpretation to the law. We don't like that. And whole song be behind here. We are building a nation. Let us build a nation with laws. Yet na Ghana, Obama, Ebejina, Tama, Papa Mills, and I mean for the currency. Ebeka say we should build a nation of institutions, not a nation of men. Your boys, what's a assembly and TB? Let us build institutions. Let us not build men. Institutions will last. Men will take advantage of the institutions when we build them. And see, the speaker here, or you're totally out of order. Oh, you total share. Who himself, basa, and see yes, I'm cotton. My example.
Now the one who see.
The man who see time, majority in the car say, MPP majority cars are almost working out. Say speaker can say, we declare no, we vacant. And just we declare vacant there. A year 220, 275. Nipa 4 few more, a car in 271. Just 271, I say NDC were 136, and your money majority. In charge of the time MPP walk it out. Speaker or Jenny Parliament Senate die. One can say NDC for almost form quorum.
So no one do quorum no.
That is you should get to they can form quorum.
They can form quorum, but they can do business.
Yes. Or say material organization, but or say at that time almost 136 no, and a majority.
That is what he said.
See anyway no can anymore. One refer to almost majority bill.
Also, one form to majority.
Yes. Or say they don't form a quorum. I did year 271. Now we're 136. Are you not more than half? So say why wouldn't him say they are declare no? Are you rooted in law?
But so or say they can form a quorum, but they can't do business. You need to tell to do business. I think that's what he said.
I'm just helping.
And joining indefinite. Say that you can form the quorum, but you don't have to. You can't do government with half. Yeah, because
you need
2/3 of. So I am.
As some that's in assembly be any father that's it.
Oh no, wait, standing order.
Into the me situation. Me situation bibi. Me himself. Me can't put away internet. Me situation bibi. You pass a law hammer and this phone now walk out of parliament. General maybe.
Oma work it out.
NDC for now work it out of parliament. They have 136. We have 137.
This current
ninth parliament. Eighth parliament.
That when work it out.
Oh, yeah. Work it out. When they worked out, business and cost.
Now, I don't know what's the speaker can. So okay, there was business ongoing.
That is it. Not a
big. I don't know how can. There was business ongoing.
So it's
and they worked out.
Was a final day.
Because no, I do baby. I was decided. And I'm working during that time. No, they had that 2/3, and even I don't know how can. Not all the 136 NDC4 were in the chamber. I think that. Yes,
Now you see what happened at the time, and they say that bill has gone through all the processes.
And every year, so it was left for the
stage of the final voting to pass it was when NDC walked
out. So business was already in existence.
But to begin a fresh business, because you know the business speaker is talking about it. There are businesses at the discussion stages which need to, for instance, exemptions for institutions, companies that want to come in. We need to talk about prepare for the next year budgets and all that. So these are fresh businesses that must be looked at by not less than 2/3 of the house.
Any chairman, are you telling me, say, answer na work out of the now there is no business, me no yan sana sa confusion by yes, sir. Before answer sa vacancy, no, like or announce vacant, now they have not tabled now your business, inka every time I be vote on.
Okay, so I think
so there are near
but that day, speaker, I think say the agenda for the day no the buying. Share I am yase many hands at because every blessed day be be and I get a copy. My minimum say you be going to Madrid to say Thursday, Yami adunye me share. That day no or declare no indefinite no. Share business of the day now. There was nothing like voting. I'm voting for any businesses that were already in existence. But rather no we hear report from the ministries to come and answer them.
Voting say we
no, and yes, I'm joining me. Just say
business way now. I don't think there will be in say assembly way duly about vote. They are not voting about say if there is no consensus.
Let me come say one time I say hands and yancho voting. Yeah, the business of the day at 2 hands and so you know say na year koi ade weni you can want them. You can want them say be pass here, but that day no omo kono. Rather, they were rather requested from ministries. So, with some questions in here on back committee. One was the Minister of Roads and Highways. No, I said that very day now. And before working out, that minister was supposed to be there to answer questions.
General Assembly, your general, maybe General Assembly. So we are saying, say, until says incident and happen, yeah, and you planned. Na parliament enye bianca edu time e so mo pass. That is what I'm saying. Yes, it is the say there are businesses that had been done. I didn't know say there are agents near my to send come we. It is because senka speaker no well.
But they were not having the 2/3. So still so even that for me
what catch me say am I nyina agi atom when why ye adwuma ni nyina ewi na e ba se committees na ye baby ewi a it is not again about 2/3. It's about majority vote. Say, back consensus. And nothing else will be to me work it out. Will be majority need to want to be your business. So what you say because a whole there and your consensus will be because you be it's about voting. It's about say you baby say oh you to man say you to and say you do you pass any money now say be do and then found who win you. So majority need one say the American say if the speaker the decision no make here no was well grounded in on one kasani conviction. There are a lot of things. What you say NDC for? Esther say they are going to abolish E11. Are you telling me that they don't know what they were saying?
Yeah, but that was in the but you and I to know that day now. That day they could to me abolish it because it has to take through another process.
And then
you can't just say one day
and parliamentarian. Te say wo a wo ha no wo na wo ye adwuma.
Send there to incite the followers. And you and I know to incite them.
Okay, no.
But you know, say, and yet that day, I say, funny, say, assume, say, even they had a number, they could not stand the same day and abolish it. You and I know. Don't you agree with me on that?
I agree with you.
Thank you very much.
I thought you say I agree with you. Oh no, kofa na say ba. Oh no, ye parliamentarian. One way the cover by you.
All right, man.
On one case, and then say by the American question say one MPP and report to speaker and say your members call we you are with your party and you speak and interpret MPP constitution my.
But some constitution I can say you are from
that. Your constitution you are moving
sir.
Your constitution you are moving
automatically no
more free. Let by obi anyone my party say oh ye bibi kra na ye so.
At the end letter ba. Oh yeah, because we so asem na. What do you say? Yes. At the end letter ba.
Yes, a letter ba not just officially.
That's the munim ne ma ye ti mu fa letter no so.
Oh okay. End this ni ba ko no. End this ni ba ko no.
Omu fa letter ma.
Thank you.
And na te say eso mo mra na so mo de.
Hey. I feel there's when this match and this man exercise no dey just order letter ba. Enti nana dia make na chairman abi mu. Me tamaso dia make na chairman abi mu say one. And yes speaker na interpreted MPP constitution. Two. Speaker no ote honom not as obi or no so ye personal investigation ye niama or get information from both houses. Now or no they making a decision. Say me be can't speaker say obi awia madia me call police station ko ka say obi awia madia. Obi to me call police station ko ka say as we say we awia na dia nyame na be report to. Into their speaker here no it was we face so no enyo no be interpret constitution e Supreme Court.
It's the Supreme Court.
That one interpret it almost setting aside.
Oh, but there be ruling in my and I want
almost set it in the way na aside.
And almost setting aside there but still say omo or say on file documents by is it 7 for 10 for 9
we no mo na nya we pe o we no mo ye no so there is an issue of LGBT
but current one no discussion current one Supreme Court
Supreme Court speaker reconvene parliament on the 7th or reconvening is saying
say on no fair or no of call it indefinite and he also in the word the mandate yes obey me at any time on no call it indefinite on also necessary to me obey me at any time so one fair na part of the friends parliament a person you go business emrane say no emrane say also throw in within 2 weeks and speaker not speaker the editum no offer more ba
I said say oh man way you
that is answer I've given you
say offer no offer or say Supreme Court NVA na asem and Supreme Court asem waka no eni we bia wo no ane we mu offer ne say offer a the person be say why na etena benku why na etena nifa
say na edru ho no right now we don't know because up to now speaker me ba
Supreme Court decision say that Supreme Court decision say ma set dia wo decide no ma put no aside it means say the status quo no remains.
Oh, that, to you, no, that is how you see it.
So that is the law.
No, but let's wait on the 7th.
Which law?
The Supreme Court my way say wo okato baby bubu me dan.
Now, mama, me time na aka 40 minutes o. Me ba. So then na Gbagbe lawyers at the call Supreme Court.
Almost say Supreme Court and set on one ruling no. Aside. That is
one ruling aside. On Supreme Court ruling aside.
Because Emma you call expert. Supreme Court Emma we say Bagbin any kwan say or interpretate constitution na o declare sa 4 seats vacant or ma 4 seats no and return it to status quo. And na Bagbin Crawford the call say Supreme Court no a mistake. Until they want Supreme Court to uphold omo their name na Bagbin here no. And the Supreme Court say no after hearing mo way ni nyina no I have set their aside. So it means that the status quo
Article 97 has it been interpreted now?
Yes.
But that's not a ruling by, you know. Supreme Court is so say. But Supreme Court is so some what can say. Mama Bagbin lawyers concerning the Article 97 interpretation say 10 days to come and then file their documents so that they can set the ruling.
Me say.
And not for often. Let's wait on the 7th and see.
And I'm just say, friend. On friend because on person of me say Supreme Court say
Supreme Court
Supreme Court firm or no ne earlier way no say
or so do you know why he's calling? Do you know why he's calling Parliament on the 7th?
Because of Parliament, not Parliament in city.
So how do you know? Say almost it's because of them.
Say Parliament in city, they say to do parliamentary business. So Samino were dying. Samino were dispute were dying assassin. That's what of excavator. Now Ubu Masase. Me dying a was assassin. So now me do court. Now court catch you say stay stay execution said ya we no me koso ya. Do you go on to not just say we return to status quo. Very simple. And the Supreme Court judge say dia ono kan yen ebo we speaker assemble to nchen. That is what remains. And which no so they will go there. Open the majority will sit at the majority and the minority will return to their minority.
For now I cannot agree or disagree with you. But let's wait on the 7th.
It is better.
But
you are being safe.
Oh yeah, I cannot agree or disagree
but
with
I'm telling you, meaning on different thing.
No.
Or better the American because on me kasa.
Me wo ne letter ne wa ha a otro to convene a friend say
and the reason why general answer about me 1 minute. When you say 2012 wait, me say 2012 2012
yeah, this time ni now
2012 incumbent MTN Michael Tetanyaunu say Oko independent you declare the seat vacant.
Okay, so any 31st that was annual 10th notice to summon parliamentarians pursuant to Article 112 Clause 3 of the Constitution 1992 and the Standing Orders of Parliament. Pursuant to Article 112 Clause 3 and Orders 5 and 53 of the Standing Orders of the Parliament of Ghana, I, Right Honourable Iban Sumano Kingsford Bagbin, Speaker of Parliament, hereby summon Parliament to sit on 7th November 2024 at 10 o'clock in the forenoon at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center, dated in the office of the Speaker of Parliament.
I thought say you are going to read
Supreme
Court. Me so say me so ka dia bekan
oh that be yes Supreme Court dey na me
say bekan CJ.
That be yes CJ. Me kan how si free omo no because say anytime you are obefree I have other document or free be na say a business no ba ya or indicating the reason why ya or free. But this time he didn't call them to come into the chambers, but rather it's almost called international conference. Recently, yes, I said that yes. So, but Isaac.
Also, he is calling them to. Opache said he is not calling them to Parliament House. Said you want but almost what the dance and assassin. It is assassin when you hold them about.
But then I make sure say. For it's a business of the day no mukwakoye and I say be busy no mukwakoye no for now on chile
I mean me bisa question no and me said ya me bisa you know you didn't understand the import of the
o say they no offer
ya me bisa that me say anti friend or offer no offer for it to go in which way. What I meant was that who is going to sit at the majority and who is going to sit at the minority.
That one I told you say for me not to agree and disagree with you no you on the 7th.
But me, I'm telling you, sir, based on the CJ's judgment.
That is to you.
Yes.
Oh, no problem. No, that is to you. Now to Obi Sufo from Ebi Onosbeka say Enya Nuntia. Let's wait on the 7th.
October 30th, 2024.
And I then CJ DNA.
Yes, vacant seat hearing. Supreme Court dismisses request for. Oh, I didn't know what said.
Meba. What ya can want so.
But you can because
time no come so no so bem o pese o de obema me anu mu aya
edu anu o de agena kan because education aya now obi emu say this is what the Supreme Court said
me ma time na be rebata obetumi akan ama but for now no dey me kire say dey wa kan na no I agree and disagree with you yen twa on the 7th of November if they go inside our arena hono ma dey be see no if they are going to do business we'll get to know say your business no ko ye. And I say, wherever will be a better, then we will see, say Speaker Eddie CJ, and Lumasemo, Aya Juma, it will reflect on the 7th.
Obvious.
They make a what must say, Miss Isaac. Say CJ, as no, I can speak at the Bay Juma. On the 7th, you say, it's true, say, ruling, no, a fun, cemented, say, after near Deco. At the end, Chinese, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Sammy. Yeah, four city, yeah.
Me that see, baby. One would say, I hear for. You know MPP for sometimes me dream on someone I am in TSC because I quite say ɔmo yɛ nyansafo biara sɛ obiara wɔ kurom ha se sɛbi akanfo bɔ aba bi sɛ abide bɔ takyi no yɛde to hɔ aban so ba a ɛna yɛde bɔ nan bɔ a abide bɔ takyi no na yɛde bɔ ba mbɛsɛ Ghana Parliament to Supreme Court to nyinaa no ɛyɛ Ghana mmrapɔn na yɛde adwuma yɛ constitution no na wohwɛ deɛ speaker abangbagbe yɛ a ɔde pamo nipa nan a NDC ni baako nipa ni mmiɛnsa fi parliament no ɛyɛ ade bi a yɛatwerɛ gu hɔ nom a ɛwɔ constitution ma yɛ brɔfa obi akenka obi abɛte aseɛ na me ne okasa no ɛyɛ ade bi a kane speaker of parliament Michael Quay is right honorable Michael Quay yɛ
general masendo WhatsApp
na deɛ me yɛ ne sɛ samre no baako ni film from na MP ni film a na entia MPP for no nti no mo hu boni bia ɛwɔ ho na we die esan sɛ enani film a ebetia o mo nti no na wo so mo sɔre ɛpa ma kwan so ɛna me gyina ɛhyɛn we so to Supreme Court for the entire judicial system in Ghana emrapon ni court for Ghana ni say saban the cases ba na ya kyerɛ sɛ menim deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛne mu ni abantem a de bia ban case bia nya bia na ba na ban di nkunim no
o advise all lawyers
mo hwɛ yi a mo na betia mo san sɛ we be ready article 94 and the detail of article 97 and then the details no a chepefe say we are MP na me ready article 97 clause 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 9 clauses subsections and me can catch that atifo and for say if any circumstance arise such that making kind subsection ye article 94 no or say if any circumstance arise such that if he were not a member of parliament okay the nitia one is I'll say she share bema obi ebe pamo na fi parliament no and making kind no or say making kind the last two will be the best or say if the MP leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament and join another party or seek to remain in parliament as independent member. That's what Constitution say, you know. Or say, if the MP leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election as a parliamentarian.
Na say ya to abana wie na or ye MP no.
MPP
no. And all the men for MPP all the party.
You use MPP no problem. Yeah, educating for there should be
ya to aba. Who party bi mu. Na wa gira so ni ya to aba de ama wa wie.
Parliamentarian.
Na wo ye MP no. Wo si me jai party na.
You cease to be a parliamentarian.
Na say unya member of parliament be instant na
straightforward.
Okay.
9 conditions of constitutional clear. Now, or say his election to join another party or seek to remain in parliament as independent member.
Na say me call MPP mu. Ya to abana ma me. Ma sha me wie na me ba parliament no me say me name before nya dwuma me
content kura
na afi no me pese me MP de na so enya MPD mu na me ba be ye content kura
ye pa wo fi parliament
okay
eno ni
yes
general wo say wadwuma ye onya enya no na esi
ma me ntwa sola
o de forward mame but forward so dey be awo ka no na me so me hwe so forward mame wo wi answer wa forward mame forward mame general asem o kan sa na esi
oh ma me nkasa me wie ye bra I don't know pentem sa ye bo tre me ma ma se na mo kan ofa ma me ntwa so last one is say me fa de specific to the course no the MPP ni me chechire mu fa
NDC ni na
me fa say me NDC ni and when speaker Michael Kwejina so the Pamu from an MP of Parliament. No.
Oh, the other kind.
Sure.
Okay, kind of.
Or say, making kind of say, the making as here, no say, if us on my no be brea MP or Shina Kumbia, so MP. Now, Miss making kind of a many hunting. No, but again, now so
the key point in here,
and I make kind of say, making kind subsection G. And I'm so see if the MP leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to Parliament. Muntio, where Brofo, Kinkai.
Me kind party. What was offer me more?
Kinkai, interjection.
And I say to join another party. Or seek to remain in Parliament as an independent member.
But you see, I say, for instance, Cynthia, Mamle Morrissey, and you're the or Honoma or can say she wants to be an independent member.
Mamle is no more an MPP member now.
Said by who?
Listen.
But she herself declares say on when declares say is or run as independent.
Listen.
Okay, my
she came out to
Mamle
say
now is going to appear on a ballot paper
as independent candidate
to share the same vote with an MPP parliamentary candidate.
For which parliament?
For future parliament.
For ninth.
Thank you. 8th parliament.
Oh, listen. Will you allow me to talk?
Oh, now they become big.
You see, I'm trying to make the point.
What are your points?
So what it is saying is that if the next H say if he was elected as a member of Parliament, or if last one say if he was elected a member of Parliament as an independent candidate, also or vice versa. So which independent candidate and join a political party, he ceases to be a parliamentarian immediately, not in future. Immediately ceases to be a parliamentarian.
And right now, no NDC MP no, and the 3 MVP MPs now
they move from a political party to independence.
Automatically,
they lose their seats.
Member BM. Now that means that they are not supposed to even come to Parliament again.
That is all. And Formula One also was independent. Last point is applicable to him. Was if he was elected as a parliament as independent candidate and join a political party and what? Join a political party. It means he loses his seat because you came here as independent. Now you are telling me that you are no more an independent person. You are not a political party. What?
That's NSS.
So if you see, that is why our brother Haruna Idrisu waited when police station, how do you call it?
Notice of pool.
Notice of pool came out where everybody is now clear where everybody is standing. Notice of pools. Now if you go to Aguna West, where you take the sheet now, you see Mamle Morris as independent candidate.
Mr. Same, the you also have not been fair to Ghanaians. Per while where you are working, any formula MP the moment obey MP no as independent candidate.
Hallelujah.
No already inside or swear oath. Now for we Obeka say only MPP a business. O say come this time me ba. O say come this time we na instant na emra
by election. By election.
Free on mo. Per mre wa kenkan ya mama ya.
You see with a case of what I explained. Formula MP did not disassociate himself as an independent candidate. When you are in independent candidate in Parliament, you choose to go to a side at any time you
that you do business with.
So you can choose to say, I want to do business with NPP people. Nothing sponsored. I can choose to do business with NDC people. Nothing is wrong with it. Good example is the case of Kwame Nkrumah's daughter. When she was in Parliament as a CDP parliamentary candidate, she chose to do business with NDC sometimes. Most of the time she was with the NDC side doing business, but that doesn't make her an NDC member. She has not disassociated herself
as independent
or MPP.
She's still independent,
but CPP, doing a business. She's a CPP person,
but doing a business with NDC
side. She has not disassociated herself.
I think you are right. Nti me ba.
I think say
right me ba. Oh, me come me say you are right so eno so man.
Per one some okay. Then I think say what after you marking is
so the last clause, let me just land. The last clause it's applicable to Esiama now because Esiama came in as independent candidate. Now Esiama says, I'm now standing on a ticket of New Patriotic Party in the coming election. So right now, my identity is now NPP.
And they also Esiano, honestly declare no.
That's why it's also gone.
Esiama
is not there. Esiama is among the three people who are gone. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm already declare city.
Oh, Masa, let's see the parliamentary marshals will
say me.
Yes.
Penny, okay, kind Penny, okay, kind yes. Sameti was here. Then I am clear English. Yes. Okay, mate was there. Then I agree with that for you, Mark, and say it's only the Supreme Court that can interpret the constitution because. Per the last one wakano that saying wouldn't be clear to me to say Supreme Court be interpreted because see me back
I'm forwarding to you as well.
Say or ye independent member no be ye MP no ba na also or ba be ye or be join a party there and then the moment Esiama say in the next election no me ba be ye me JMP so no NDC for minimum rai more fan kokota can say instantly in declare the seat because right now no or say Obas independent but now in the next election I am going to be on a ticket of MPP. Then that means we're denouncing him from being an independent.
Very good.
So why don't you take him to court?
You know, let me tell you one thing. That is this Supreme Court rulings or the buyer to set aside the speaker's judgment. You know, that is where most Ghanaians and most lawyers are having a problem pointing holes into Supreme Court's ruling, and the rate and the swiftness of Supreme Court's response to Asenio Makin's sermons, you know, was where people begin to read meanings into the rulings. The ruling of the Supreme Court was politically motivated.
Okay,
because one, to summon Supreme Court judges within that short less than 12 hours, you know, the belief said there was a political motivation behind it. Also, the judgment of Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court ruling did not consider any of these constitutional requirements. You are getting me? Supreme Court, the base of Supreme Court's decision to set aside Speaker Gbagbe's ruling, and say,
I didn't consider this.
Please, I beg you. Supreme Court, if you have the judgment, bring it and read it out. You see, you have not mentioned anything of this sort in it. The two reasons why the Supreme Court, see, yes, such a Gbagbe ruling as suddenly say, you are depriving or deprive for constituency way no more. Chefa ewa abayin sika semuni abayin normal was saying omunya. You are trying to deprive them of national developmental projects or resources. You are getting me? Forgetting say we had a similar case as SAR, which came to you.
That is all that was.
So if you were able to rule for SAR, say SAR can have MP in the next 4 years election. They can't hold they can't hold by election for SAR to get representative in parliament. The SAR has to be disenfranchised for 4 years. For 4 years.
With no MP.
With no MP. Are they these 4 constituencies? Are they better than SAR? So you see that why I said Supreme Court should sit up. Even before I'm talking to you now, case of this sort, the Constitution says that it should be handled at the higher court level. Okay? When the higher court comes up to a ruling, okay, and the various parties are not okay, no, they now refer it to Supreme Court for further interpretation. That's why if you see most of the parliamentary cases, no, they are all at the Supreme Court level, the high court level. The case of even, for instance, Amans, is it the what that constitution? What do you call it? The Western Region one, the NDC one. What's the name of it? Is it Amenfi West? Amenfi West case, no. You know, it's the High Court's issue. That is the highest you can take in parliamentarians issues to. So when the ruling come out and they are not okay with it, no, the parties are not okay, they now refer to Supreme Court for further interpretation of the words, the ruling. So as I'm talking to you now, the same article 94 subsection E and G was what is it, I think J and the last one H was what
Bagbin,
not Bagbin, the predecessor who is Michael Quay used.
Because precedent, there are 2 or so.
Very good. In law, when you go to law school, all we do is precedent.
Yeah, precedent.
Previous judgments are what you use case studies to learn law. And also, don't forget that in every party, I've not read MP Constitution, no very way to be hidden there. It is there. It's in NDC. Immediately you come out of NDC to stand in as independent candidate, you cease it to become a member of the party.
That is from that was automatically.
You don't know NDC person again. No more. So your party has denied you. Why can't the constitution also deny you?
But on also what I say.
So let me bring your mind to something.
Constitution in the case of there's no letter which is out to show say
good. The constitution doesn't require your party to write a letter to us. Okay. It's an optional. If you write it, to bring it, accepted. If you don't bring it, it's not acceptable. What the constitution says is that
the constitution binding the institution.
Yes, if you cross the carpet, that is gone. The same thing applies. Let me give you a good example. In the case of last 2019 one, where the former MP went for primaries and lost and came as an parliamentary candidate, it was a New Patriotic Party because they had the numbers. When one person leaves the system, it won't affect their numbers. Okay, and also. The constitution says that you can conduct by-election when it's less than 6 months to the next election. So as at the time,
you cannot conduct.
You can't conduct by-election when it is less than 6 months to the next election. Before 6 months,
the formula then it was less than 6 months.
Primary has gone through, so the gentleman was asked to go. It was New Patriotic Party that wrote a letter with this particular article in the constitution. And refer the constitution of their party that the man has been sacked out of New Patriotic Party and he ceases to be a member of the party because he has gone contrary to the party's constitution. And based on that, Speaker Michael Quay Sr. should use this constitutional requirement to sack him out of Parliament, which he did. So what different matter is this time around? What happened this time? When Abangbagbi used the same standing precedent.
But this one, you see, you said something, and I'm very happy. Or say the party wrote a letter to the speaker.
Very good.
This one, party, MPP,
you know why?
Letter.
You know why? You know why? Why? Constitution does not require the party to write a letter to the speaker before the decision.
But how did how would the speaker also get to know? Say
no, it was an NDC person. Haruna Adrisu, who raised the issue. He waited when the notice of pool came out, when you've known the true standing of each and every MP, these 4 MPs, that they've all filed their nomination to contest the election, either on a different party ticket or on the ticket as an independent candidate. Are you getting my point? This was the basis why Haruna Adrisu actually filed this petition to Speaker that no, let's apply the law to them, just like what happened in the time of Right Reverend Michael Quay. So please, the Constitution doesn't require you a party right to us. If somebody identify that lapses in the Constitution must apply to the person, irrespective of
the Supreme Court.
Because they didn't even refer to Article 94, the content of the Constitution. Okay, we're expecting Supreme Court to give us a deep opinion in this article. This particular part of the Constitution, which was used to take that decision in Parliament. Okay? What even happened was not based on parliamentary standing orders, was a Constitution. It was a Constitution, yeah. So if all lawyers' expectation was that the Supreme Court should have even interpreted deep all the 9 subsections of this Article 97 to show that this who's supposed to be there and who is not supposed to be there, and when somebody has to be there, and when somebody not to be there, and what are the circumstances that will compel Obi say we fit Parliament and I say we not Parliament. But one yes,
but one say you can also a brofo. Yes, you can a brofo literally. Yes. But edum ranimu na brofo na hu ni say eye sha no sha ne wo the meaning in law actually I think say you agree with me and yes it may be ya kind is I can but they too interpret in a different way
when it comes to constitutional interpretation in law there are legal terms which need further interpretation there are general grammar there's no legality over here there's no legal terms behind whole here. I can see my point. There's no legal terms behind in this particular section, sir. Or see, a simple, a pure English. Multiple can also this a pure grammar, which a child in class 1 can even say it. Yes. No. We don't care. Your mama here, we are someone say on kind of question, one of prayer.
Oh, say, ma'am, crying, yeah. Article 97.
Yeah.
Clause 1 now.
Okay.
Or say, a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. Now, in law, you can shall a mandatory.
Mandatory.
Automatic.
Automatic.
Yes.
This is good.
So,
automatic.
It is mandatory.
Automatic.
Shall in law, whether you like it or not.
It's automatic.
Yeah,
if you like for synonym of
and nothing I make sure say
it
only buys under
future.
So then I will agree with Isaac say it only buys under a Supreme Court say they can interpret it very well with their own legal terms. Or shall now you say mandatory?
I am mandatory.
But they took
you shall, not you will. The difference between shall and will say you shall vacate. One can say you will.
Shall they mandatory?
Mandatory. Will means it's a future decision.
Yeah. But shall
is binding.
Apply
instantly. What I say, and when you look, I've spoken to several constitutional lawyers over this particular thing. They all come clear to me and say, look, I don't want to mention a chamber. I can mention a chamber that belongs to their former attorney general.
Why?
I can see me. I don't want to mention him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Please, it doesn't matter. And one of
I can't 10 minutes here. But before you bite, I think it's a parliament on this 7th. My senior dear man artist obehwe no akan. Do you know say on the 7th of November nimpo no enye speaker no ani willingly and offer but a member and actually no offer. Now on the 30th of October no a 5 committee Council of State calls on speaker 30th October and omko no so ombeboa no na the question yes. Now nenchoyem no ti last paragraph or say the Right Honourable Speaker, however, indicated that he will return to Ghana before then, before last but one. Or say the conference will take place from 3rd to 8th of November, where Speaker Babin, the immediate past president of CPA International, is expected to hand over to the newly elected president of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, the Speaker of Parliament of New South Wales. Australia. Last one, Tio. The Right Honourable Speaker, however, indicated that he will return to Ghana earlier than anticipated due to a request by a member of Parliament to recall Parliament. So on the 7th, because of a member of Parliament, say Speaker echo indefinitely, it forced on parliamentarians say they will call. Since a member of Parliament, I require. How would you know say on the 7th no he's calling for parliament
and only say
member of parliament I reckon not just a legal offer
yes
legal right
I don't mean can respond to oh the say they intina offer
my friend me say the important thing me bisa sa you have still not got it ja me bisa ne say offer say na wo say CJ embu asem ne se tia na no offer no how would the sitting be like? And that was the import of my.
And that's what I told you, sir. Let's wait on the. I disagree. I agree.
Masha,
yes.
Me to me.
I was telling you, sir. I was telling you, sir.
Masha,
New Patriotic Party. Assembly say. Dia memes kan ya no eno na ti say stay wo dia
but
Masha
but now also because of say CJ they are interested of free parliament.
Oh that be I didn't
know you said that.
No me say
we CJ New Patriotic Party free parliament.
Me say CJ embu assembly
New Patriotic Party
of free parliament
all their interests okay all their interests not to govern this
problem.
Yes, 4 minutes. 6 days. 5
minutes. So now me person say even parliament here free crown a member na free.
Masha, member no our right to say.
Oh yes,
so legal right and can speaker and respond to it.
Mr. me catch you ha.
Me can say wo boa.
Na focus as a legal na. As a the me kind of
Dabi. Oh, embody our
emrade say member say you free indefinite crown a member etumi free trauma
me ya say speaker one board member wonim he's taking things emotionally.
A member of parliament to
he should have mentioned.
He indicated that his office has already started processing to recall the house.
He is doing all the things he's doing. It is to favor or no the dream of standing on NDC ticket. Now the yebe say am work on him. The member Obehu say Sami do catch and say show respect to the majority leader.
Yeah,
Sir Speaker we sir assembly is afenyo markets na troye. Member bia keke into me tro a leadership in the betumi atro ama.
But so a member,
no, but
no, he's not a member. As a member of parliament.
He's running away from because what you mean Afenyo marking
this without
situated or a majority or a minority.
It's Afenyo not a member of parliament. That be Mr. Isaac. No. It's Afenyo marking not a member of parliament.
A member of parliament.
Simple. So either so indicate say or majority or minority. So first one indicate say a member of parliament is there. It answers everything.
Me ba will show you so. Na me na me party say me ma report e will show you so me ba na me say o me ba no an employee of Ellie questioned me is the one who questions me.
No problem. Yes, I'm an employee.
No problem. My party will ask me say who employee ben. It has to be the host.
So for now,
no, but me opinion.
Thank you.
Me opinion say the speaker he is dilly darling because he cannot refer to Afenyo Markins as the majority because of the confusion we creating. And written all right because what to me
Afenyo Markins on the 7th whatever happens.
Want to me what Afenyo Markins spending. You have to situate in a position with it. And I don't know Johnny from. Ain't I say a member saying. On
the 7th Thursday. I
want status mo a member that say a call for you. What am I member we so. Mo kan article we mo say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. And I must say shall no chere say it's automatically occur.
Yes sir.
Me jitu mo say shall chere say a mandatory. But senka a mandatory so the back on vacate your talk anka on fa A B C D E F jemba.
Say shall no on but we are so obey explaining.
Thank you. So it means we have to meet BB e what the A B C D engineer answer na shall na yejuma.
Everybody name me bacho. At least me there anya kwa ma law school ni kakra.
And there and e wo bubo me kwa. What favor yes me na buy na me ka say be oba ntem oni wa bedin.
The thing is shall na o kanom. Only mandatory no. Or kira wo say enyoma all those say wo be vacate wo sit say mandatory no. It depend on nyoma we hu nti na obey dey.
Thank you.
That is it. And shall no there. Upe vacate enyoma we.
Chairman Ahaji cleverly avoided a statute way under the order sending me F.
Okay. So if he resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand addressed to the speaker.
The Chairman Ahaji can na one can.
So be
no.
Or see if he the member of parliament no ever get in the city no or no try.
So I resign here.
One of the conditions.
I didn't make any sense. I am more give you make any to. Mr. Tiasa na one just.
Only me say. It's your question I will be Simon Wosiman from.
That's all question.
But say no new for different scenarios, that makes you.
I was like, I couldn't survive.
Dabio. Asem na make am say.
Do you agree, sir?
Apart from F, near Canina, no.
Dabio. Asem na make am say.
We need to control let am from my.
Any of it be a bandeno.
Then the chairman aji o kano then e batrese me mo me point.
Saying.
The statutes say Osizi to become a member of parliament.
When you write a letter,
if he
said you want me you.
F or see if he resigns from office as a member of parliament
by writing
under his hand
addressed to the speaker
in Crawford Omuwan and a wa
Obian Troy.
So Obian Troy to be declared the city.
No.
And a person who did not one.
No.
And then you are not being fair. Apart from F, otherwise, you only be to me a spelling from parliament. So why are you only depending on?
What it means is that
I want to contribute something small.
I can't 3 minutes. Very happy.
Sorry for taking your.
Oh, Kasani on Kasabi because I can't 2 minutes.
Okay, so
it's managing also one.
The thing is that Parliament is a house of records. At the Kuntia statute, we mean what a frame is, by yen and yet the dream bubu. So you see, I would declare us on Mokwa. And then auditing who gave wine a trouble by SM resigning. Me sure said the statute this will be in say and yet
but keep emubia affect when you say you have to meet all of them. Emubia from A to H. Emuba keke kura no. Ofolia oko. And you say also meeting all these conditionalities.
Yes.
What about the seat? Let's be clear on that.
What MP now Oyari or MP?
Onim baby.
Onim
H. Say
Thursday.
H say if he was elected a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party. So what you say?
Like Formula 1 currently.
Say let Onipa as a member of parliament.
As independent.
Now
or inside
afedie maba party no. Afedie person me join
NDC party no.
Or say me person me join. Say you declare the vacant. But so say me person me NDC e business. You declare. Inti say way so say me person me no business. You declare no way you. For the same parliament. Then Obia or say me for the parliament ahead of us near Becono. And na me name a party no anchor. But for this I woman me resigning from a party.
I'm not 10 seconds.
So this way no a way keke. It's simple.
I'll bring a lawyer and then
it's simple.
Yo, 10 seconds. Someone watching Sempano said the MPP before the Mrano Edgar Moma and the film of Jeremy Potopotono. The Leon Yawa they show I be home, but I can say 7 December or Conamoya, Udu Honumwa, Ujibalot Panashano by 8. One way to go the Hechino, one Mahama, Tumano Za.
Okay.
Now, I share Omash Bijumu, O Mantemanwa, you hear Honorable Senator Neman Zamame.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
The America Church for say. Omunim, ya papa ba omi akọ or training am obeye. Munya hope ewo MPP mo. Mun to abama ba omi a. Me nkrofa me nyomo okro won so. Mun ka engineer.
All right. I was out of the nervous with the general machine. I'm here, my wada. Ever say, Macramuna. Oh,
Hello.